when you should have gotten it. It's fine.
All right, we're live.
Good evening, everybody. John Helfers here, Radio Johnny Panda, and welcome to the first Emberwind session of 2020 with the Ember crew, the full Ember crew, which I am completely jazzed to have here. We have Jen Brozek, Saad, Brahms, Baratheon, and Marie, and we're all very excited, I think, to charge into the new year. Some of us maybe in this group more excited than others, seeing as where we left off last year. But let's take a moment to say hi to our intrepid crew and see how everyone's doing, and then we'll dive right in. So I'm just going to go right to on the screen. On my screen, it happens to be my right, which is Jen Brozek. Jen, how are you doing? How was holidays and New Year and everything?
I'm doing great. This is Isis. She's decided to join briefly. It started snowing yesterday, and we had got a few inches of snow, so I'm kind of stuck in my house now.
It's a white January for you.
Yes, it's going to be a very white January, I think. Otherwise, I'm editing a Shadowrun novella. I'm waiting for BattleTech edits back and just getting stuff done.
Cool. And who are you playing today?
I am playing Lady Savoy Veneer. She is kind of like the den mother of this group. Probably because she's the oldest and she's got the most money right now.
And she has the base of operations, yes.
She does have the base of operations and a very, very understanding NPC sister. The Veneer family are furniture makers.
Yes.
And she is currently at home in the comfort of the estate, having just had a meeting with her sister.
Yep, exactly. Resting and relaxing and trying probably not to worry about
myself killed.
Yes, or worrying about the others. Is anyone else hearing that little bit of roboting that's coming across every few seconds?
No.
No.
All right.
Is it some stream or something that's causing it? Maybe some kind of feedback?
Well, that seems to have gone away, so I guess I'm not going to worry about it. All right, let's move on. Over the next person in line is our redoubtable Saad, who handles my video streaming, audio stuff, and makes this stream pretty much able to be happening. You're still alive, so you haven't been burnt to a cinder yet, which is a good thing.
So you have a white Christmas. We have I guess a gray one, if you want to call it.
Smoky,
gray and black,
ashy. Yeah, yeah. So.
So it's actually crazy when you think about our last session was before all the fires started. I think just about all the major ones. Oh my God,
it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, all the major ones at least, which are still going. They've been going now for was it a month and a half, nearly 2 months now? They're still going.
Yeah, I was about to say
that's how much land mass has been burnt down. The fires have been going literally for nearly 2 months. It's amazing how shocking it is. Really, just so much land mass has just been burnt. It's hard to fathom comparable to other fires. It's more than double, a lot of double or triple some of the recent fires around the world.
It makes our West Coast ones look like pikers, like a campfire. Yeah. It's crazy. I'm just wondering how you guys are gonna keep
back from it.
You're gonna move forward, but it's it's gonna be things are gonna be changed. I think after this.
Oh yeah, so there's definitely going to be a lot of political changes happening because of this. I feel like there might even be a new prime minister, in my opinion. But
that's. Hopefully, exactly.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens. But so where we left, I play Laureate, and where we last left off, I literally had a dagger to my back, along with
that is correct.
Everest.
You and Everest were coming back from an errand that was not entirely. Well, a couple errands. One was successful, one was not entirely, and along the way, you've been accosted. Exactly. So we left you
still
in a bit of a pickle.
Should be okay.
Yep. It's right now, true. And there's people around, depending on how crazy you want to get. But we'll come back to you guys in just a moment. Otherwise, we move on to Brahms. Brahms, good to see you, sir.
Hey, good seeing you guys.
Yep, great to have you back as we charge into the new year. How are things?
Busy for me. I've been dealing with having a little miniature human running around a lot due to holidays, and then he is now terrifying me because he is going to eat me out of house and home as a teenager. Considering what he ate yesterday as a 3-year-old, I'm quite
You're doomed.
Yeah,
I am staggered at what he ate. I'll list it in a second just because it's relatively quick. But oh my God, like 6 bowls of Cheerios, an entire jewel case of strawberries, 4 bananas, a hamburger, some grapes, and like several glasses of water. He ate
So
all of that.
you were just throwing things at him. Just
That's-
stop, just stop.
Essentially, it was like, "Do you ever stop eating, child?" And it's like, nope. It's like Kirby from like the NES days. It's like, just everything's getting sucked up and just it's like holy
Well,
cow. But yeah, it's been busy. I haven't been having too much time to game because I've just been doing crazy stuff at work and then dealing with my son, and so try and get in as much as I can.
well,
but
we
I am
appreciate
looking-
that and appreciate that you're here tonight. So that's awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And once again, who are you playing this evening?
I will be playing the implacable Everest, who really doesn't care about much other than getting into trouble.
Well, you're in the right place then tonight. So
Seems fair.
Gotta see how that plays out.
Poorly.
Well, with your new superpowers, we'll see what happens. So
I'm
This
really
first
excited to see these new superpowers.
this will be the first time actually running through them, which is actually kind of interesting.
assuming it gets to that point, silver-tongued devil that Laureate is, maybe she can talk her way out of this. We will see. But before we get started there, let's move on to the wonderful Marie. Marie Bilodeau, how are you, my dear?
I am very good, thank you.
Good to see you back. It's been a while due to things, which I hope are better. Let's just put it that. Leave it at that.
They are very much.
Good.
Thank you. Yeah, no, life is good. The holidays were good, except I burnt my tourtière, which was heart-rending, but I'm still
But
working through it.
You did what?
Burnt your what?
I burnt my tourtière.
What?
Meat
A
pie.
tourtière, it's
meat
a
pie,
French-Canadian
essentially.
meat pie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the apple pies were okay. The other tourtière was okay, but one tourtière completely burnt, and I fed it to my mother. She loved it.
Okay. Are you going to bring that down in June to Origins so we can try it?
Does tortilla travel well though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, if it's burnt, I'm
That's not
sure
my
it'll just be
problem.
like perfectly formed the entire time.
Well, it will be.
I
John,
can
in 2
freeze
days in
it.
a bathroom.
See, she can freeze it. There you go.
Yeah, I can freeze it, drive it down, and then we have to find an oven though. So that's going to be our caper at Origins. That'll be fun.
Well, the place that we're staying, I think, has at least a microwave.
Yeah, you probably want something a little more. I know the
Yeah, it's
Catalyst
not
Suite
really
doesn't
the
actually
best
have an
thing.
oven, but I know people who know people. We could probably get it done.
I'll
Yeah.
bring you
So-
some maple thing or something.
Yeah,
bring
well,
you
I'll take the
something
maple
very
stuff.
French Canadian. I
Maple,
got you back.
anything maple would be great. So the reason I asked that is because Jen and Marie will be, and I'm going to be talking this up as we get closer to it, but they'll be joining us in Columbus, Ohio for Origins, the Origins convention, which should be a lot of fun as part of the Authors Library. And we cannot wait to actually meet you in person, and they'll both be there along with a bunch of other people. It'll be a good time. So
I'm not so shadowy in person. I think they don't come with me, the shadows.
are you
Oh, that's too
sure?
bad.
Are you sure? We'll see,
As far
we'll
as
see.
I know.
I think your personality would banish those, so that I can't see them really sticking around.
I'll be
Anyways,
close.
it's great to have you here. And whom are you playing this evening?
I am playing Malma, who is a, let's use the term very loosely here, but perhaps a smuggler or a pirate or whatever you want to call it. A businesswoman who has
fine
unfortunately
pilot.
had her ship seized. Yes, fine pilot.
I was thinking about this. I figured out what Mama is. Mama is an opportunist. That's what she is. That would be her class. So because she's pretty
good
much
at it,
game for
though.
anything. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying she's bad at it. Yeah, and Mama
Especially
is
if
also
someone else
relaxing.
pays for it, right?
Well, or if she happened to recover something that was lost by somebody. Yeah, exactly. And
Somebody
Mama's
has to
also,
take care of it.
yep, is relaxing at the Veneer household because she did not traipse along with Everest and Laureate on their little excursion, which may be a regrettable incident, but we will find out. So it is, as we were discussing before the stream started, it is 3 days before the Starlight Ball, the citywide gala charity event to help with the Gelspar, which, as we all recall, was saved by the Intrepid Party. This would be, probably a couple months ago now, and time has passed. It's like at least a few weeks, if not more. So it would seem that the nobles have finally decided to do something about it, since it didn't go away. The slum is still sticking around the city of Adriel. So they've roused themselves apparently, thanks to the plans of one Kendrick Maddox, and are throwing this gala to help start rehabilitating the space, supposedly. And as that happened, Lady Makia has tasked the Veneer family, who are furniture makers, with making the tables and chairs for the event in 3 days, or 2.5. So,
In very little time.
Yes, Savoy's
You
sister
got
is
this.
like dropping everything and putting them on double shifts, and they're cranking them out. Meanwhile, Everest and Laureate had to go run a couple errands. First of all, as I said, to Admiral Rhea to discuss a mysterious soldier whom a member of the military order who helped Everest escape when he was captured by not the Reavers, what's their name? It's the
Chasers.
Grinder, the Chasers, thank you. Yes, the Chasers. And he could have sworn that guy was left literally burning in the street, and yet here he is, hale and hearty and back with the order. So they had to go check out what was up with that. And I think they found more questions than answers, really. But they were going to use him as their contact for the order and just kind of go along with that. And then Laureate wanted to meet his other shadowy contact, and they did not show up. So he kind of left a message. And on the way back, they have been accosted by some sort of ruffians. They're assuming might be the Chasers, but they might not be. They might just be a simple street mugging. Who knows? And I think we're going to start there. Let's see here. I should probably get some music going. I think this might be good. If it's gonna
Come
play.
on, music.
Yep. There we go. Can we hear that? Do we got sound?
Still says no. It's still not playing for me.
It's playing. It's playing on my thingy.
Dark Standoff.
Yeah.
Oh, let me try.
Okay.
Oh, it's not working. Oh, wow, this is a good start.
Wow.
Good job, roll 20.
Yeah. Do you want to tinker with it a bit?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go find out.
As usual, a little bit of technical difficulties, folks.
Oh, I can hear it now.
You got it?
Oh.
Well, maybe it was just a delay that it wasn't coming through yet.
It vanished again, so never mind.
Yeah, what's going on?
Whatever you did, Sod.
Are you sure you're not hearing it through the stream there?
Okay.
No, I've got the stream closed off just to check.
No
I'm
idea.
just gonna add it again, see if that'll help.
All right, maybe I'll do
this
it.
one, and then I'll add the new one. Oh, stop that. We'll remove that. Add it again. Add to game. Are we down the bottom? Whoa. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Is that the one?
I don't know. It's very quiet. Let me turn the sound up. That's part of it, I think. Yeah. A little more.
My master volume.
There. How's that?
So that'll loop around.
Works for me.
Move that up to the top.
Okay. All right. So and Marie, you can hear it through the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, Lone Wolf, we're just getting started, so you've arrived at a
This?
fortuitous time for you. Maybe not so much for half the party. So welcome
Totally
aboard.
fine.
Good to have you. Yep.
Totally fine. Got this.
We got this.
Good old tech support
All
right at the start.
All right. So we're all good.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So, yes, as we last left you literally with a dagger, at least pressed to Laureate's back. I'm not sure if I had one at Everest's. So, and a request to step into the
alley.
nearby alleyway.
Yeah.
I think we should probably put you guys on the board just in case.
Might be an idea.
All right.
Yep. So we need to move the party over to. I'm using City 4. City 4.
All right.
Yep. Seems like a nice, dark, streety place with window lights and everything. Yes. All right. So.
Got myself on there. Just for now.
Yeah, it's a good place. That's a good place to sit. Indeed. So, Everest, you want to do the same?
Yep. I am just going
I have to refresh roll 20 because it's glitching out for me. It's fine.
Of course it is. Okay. Do I
Forgive-
have?
Forgive me, Sod. It's been a while. How do I drag my character?
You click
On
the
the,
portrait instead of the name. Oh wait, no, you should be able to just click and drag the name. If not,
Yeah, click your name and drag it on. It should just pull it up.
I just use,
Okay, there
the
we go.
portrait.
Got it? Okay.
In theory, no.
We got
X.
laureates there.
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, your browser may have, like mine, it went dirt.
Okay, let me give it a let me give it a.
I'll put you on the
reboot.
map for now.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I think. Put you on the map.
There, yeah, there it is. Yeah,
now
now
Whoa.
I've got two. Me. That's-
Alright,
that's-
no cloned Everesses running around. Nice
Alright.
try.
What? Does that mean I get double movement and like double abilities? That'd be amazing.
No, I don't believe that's a power here. So one of them's gonna have to go.
And
Okay.
I'm still having problems, but I'll work around it.
There we go. I got it.
oh, there we go. Thanks.
Whoa,
Mhm.
what is
Smooth.
happening to roll 20? Might have to restart roll 20. This is long.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on.
Alright,
I may be able
so
to. Oh wait, no.
I am gonna zoom out though.
And he stepped up kind of right here.
Me?
Okay. So right now, you only see what looks like the two of them. Yeah, one is Dagger Laureate. The other one is like keeping an eye on Everest. It doesn't look like he's got a weapon out, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything, as we all know.
Mhm.
So,
Sad thing is, I gotta remember how all my abilities interact now.
it's been so long. So the grunt next to you, Laureate, says, "Let's take a walk down to the left over here down this alley. We've been causing trouble, and we can't be having that. Just want to have a nice little chat with you."
Say, and off a public street with all these people about?
Don't make no trouble, and there won't be no blood. I don't have any compunction about stewing along with you if you draw a breath to scream. I said nice and easy like.
And who do you work for?
Well, we can't be walking around with skull-painted faces in the daylight like this, don't you know? But you should know who's been keeping an eye on you. It's the same people who paid a visit to your lovely little inn the other night. You know, the one that had a sudden attack of bowel, shall we say, trouble.
Well, that's a problem.
For you, yes it is.
I got a question for you. Where's Grinder?
Grinder's where he needs to be, and that's none of your business.
Actually, it's got everything to do with my business.
Do you have something for him? If you give it to me, we can end this right now. Something useful.
I have a message for him.
Hmm?
He better come and meet me later tonight. And I'll tell him exactly what he needs to know.
And if he has other more pressing business to handle,
Oh, he'll want to hear this.
you're gonna need to give me more than that. The first thing he's gonna ask me is about what?
Let's just say I had some very interesting meetings with certain people.
There's lots of people in Adriel, lass. Gonna have to narrow it down for me.
I can't name names on where we are right now.
Well, that's why we want to take a little bit of walk into the alley. We could talk a little more private-like. Won't be as many ears to hear.
Clearly
Now,
where there's more skulls than
and he-
there are.
He presses the dagger into your ribs a little more firmly. Now, I'm not taking no for an answer. Get to walking or get to bleeding. Your choice. Grinder did say I could make my point with you, and I have no compunction about doing so. The pressure's getting rather hard on your ribs. What would you like to do, Laureate?
Everest, what do you think of this situation?
Well, I
Actually
think
saying
it's
it
a
out
very
loud.
I think it's very intolerable for you to handle a lady in such a manner. I think you need to be taught some manners.
Oh no.
I'm handling nothing. We're just having a nice, polite conversation in the street.
Yes, with a dagger to her ribs, which is slightly less than polite.
The
Tony.
druid has often proven resistant to mere words to persuade her. Now, come on, let's move it. And Grunt 2 moves to take your arm, Laureate. And it looks like they're going to bodily try to move you into the alley.
So Everest would step in and grab his wrist,
Mm-hmm.
or attempt to grab his wrist.
All right, I think we better move to initiative.
It'd be fine.
Everything will be fine. You got this,
This is on
guys.
his public street. This is not going to go too well. Make sure you put the turn order up, John.
Yeah, where is that again?
Actually, can I the clock? Oh, I got it.
There you go, thank you. Okay, oh, we
forget.
gotta clear that from last time.
Okay. Remove
Yeah,
all-
you know what? Oh, here we go. There we go. Bam. All right, folks, drag your tokens over.
I'll do
Again, we don't do initiative rolls in Emberwind, and heroes always go first. So, Laureate and
Oh.
Everest, place yourselves on there, and then
Oh,
the grunts all get to go at the same time, however.
yeah. So I'll just
Nope, that's
add that and
Nope.
then add the grunt.
Yep, if you want to throw them in between there.
Well, since Everest took the first move, I think it's fair that he.
It's up to you guys, and the heroes get to decide. It would seem that Everest would make the first move. However, Laureate, if you had something that you wanted to throw out, it's completely up to you. Otherwise, we will have. Otherwise, you guys talk about yourself, decide who's going. I want to find some good fight music. Let's see.
That hopefully plays.
Yeah.
I think Zoom. Roll20 updated their music catalog, and it's like a little bit.
It's not exactly.
It's not really battle music.
Yeah, hold on.
So
You
it's very
worry about
loud.
what you're doing there. Let's see. Didn't we have something over here? Let's see. Ambiance. Ah, here we go. Let's move to this one.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're playing Metal Gear Solid now.
Yeah, it works. There we go. All right. So, have you decided your order?
I'll go first, I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Alrighty. Everest, the floor is yours. You said you were moving to grab his wrist. Is
Yeah.
that what you're going to follow through with doing?
Do they make? Well, what is his reaction if I were to make a move? Like,
Well,
I'm
he'd probably resist. So I think you could say that's a fair cop. Let's put it that way. So.
okay,
What I need is, let's see, because you don't usually do this kind of. Oh, here we go. I'll just open up Piper. I don't just do this kind of melee per se. So
yeah.
I think it's gonna be a shift blah blah blah. Yeah, so you're grabbing him. Let's call that an opposed. I'm gonna say it's an opposed athletics check. Okay. And he's
Okay, that's probably gonna go poorly for me.
Well, no one said
Just
you're
saying.
athletic,
We
that's
are
all.
two spellcasters, so
Yeah, that's true. All right. So let's have you make your roll and see if you actually do grab him in the first place. So we'll go from there. How does that sound?
Okay. Let's see.
Well,
Oh,
Wow.
Well then,
Wow.
good
Nice.
start to the evening. That is a critical. So yeah, I will allow you to not only grab it, if you want to do something with it, like twist it out of the way, twist it up behind him, I will let you do so.
I will probably twist it up behind him. And I think what would be interesting is if he starts feeling a warm sensation on his knife hand.
All right, well, hold on. So I think we're going to call that movement, the entire thing, a slow action to grab and
Okay.
do the twist. You've got him there. So
Yep.
now you have either a slow or too fast left.
Okay, so, well, I will post this up just because that way it's known.
Yes.
I believe disintegrate
sounds
is
good.
Yeah. So this is a passive action. So this is on all the time. At the start of each of my turns, each foe suffers 1 stack of vulnerability for each stack of burning they currently suffer. They're suffering.
Wow.
Nice.
that
pretty insane.
seems very painful. That's pretty much
Holy-
all
all
I'm
you
going
need
to
to do is
say
get
there.
burning and
Yeah.
everything, and
So that's on all the time. That's not.
So it's always going. If they're burning, they're becoming more vulnerable.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that makes some of my other stuff really interesting later.
So what I'm going to do is do. I'm trying to remember more. Give me a second because I need to look at the sheet before I do this.
Yeah, because you rolled a critical, I'm going to say you took him by surprise because he was not expecting that kind of movement. So there you go. All right.
Okay, so I think what he would want to do at this point is then do Molten Rain, I think, on Grunt 1 and Grunt 2.
Okay. So you can target both of them. Yeah, that sounds good. So that will be a cap check, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. You want to throw Molten Rain up there so people can see that as well?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm going to change that actually, because I'm going to go ahead and do Ground 0, which is a -2 on your next spell to a minimum of 1. It hit all foes hit by the next spell suffer 1 stack of burning per round.
Okay, now is that a fast or a slow?
That's a fast.
Okay.
So I'll post it now.
Yeah. And by the way, at some point your disintegrate is spelled wrong. You got to change that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Just letting you know.
Just get your new
That's
macros you're trying out.
-2 range on your next spell. Okay. So your range goes down. However, all foes hit. Oh my God, that's
pretty
sick.
disgusting.
Yes. Yes, it is. Alrighty.
So, and then what I'm going to go ahead and do, fire, that one is, give me 1 second for this sustain, exploit, reduce, yeah, that won't do anything for me this turn. So, what I will decide to do is then I will go ahead and cast a Mana Echoes. So I'll cast the Ground 0 on, well, that's on myself.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and target Grunt 2 since he's so close.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do a Mana Echoes, so that's an auto hit.
Right. Okay. That's on number 2, right?
That's a number 2. So he now has a stack of burning.
Burning, yes.
Which is
indeed.
1d20 damage every turn.
Yeah, and
Yikes.
unfortunately, that kicks in at the start of his turn.
And 1 invulnerability once he becomes burned.
Correct. Yep. Okay. That is gonna hurt. All right. So that is your turn, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he pretty much bursts into flame, Everest. If you do so kind as to roll me a d20.
Sure. Slash R 1d20, Sod, yeah.
Yeah, just 1d20.
All right, and 11, and I believe that has penetration because I don't know, it's fire. So yeah, he's not feeling great. I'm gonna be dead honest with that, but he's still very much up and in the fight. Okay. Number 1 gives a piercing whistle that echoes into the night or the dusk, I should say. I'm gonna move this turn order over. And what happens on? At least nothing happens right now. However, they're both going to attack, obviously. Grunt is going to try to incapacitate Laureate, and number 2 is going to take a wild swing at Everest, while still on fire, by the way.
Awesome.
So let's see, 2 actions.
Fair.
I need dodge rolls, and I'll need 2 of them from each of you.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Double fail, because of course it's welcome.
Okay.
It's my world.
Nope, didn't hit that. Didn't hit that.
So close. Now, in case you wanted to modify your roll with the that doohickey that everyone has, I can't remember what it's called.
No.
Could do so if you wished. It's completely up to you. I'm just
Emberwind
saying.
Spark. I'm
That's
gonna
it. Yep.
I'm not gonna have that
All right.
happen. So
Okay. Well, the downside is you're gonna have to take some damage, I'm afraid. So let's see. Ow!
Oh man.
All right, Laureate. Unfortunately, you took it's a D10 plus 10, so you took 20 minus whatever your toughness is. That's really what I was going for. And on the first one, and the second one is going to be Not so bad. 17 minus whatever your toughness is. So, ouch. Yeah, he kind of made me sink that blade in a little bit deeper than he anticipated. And Everest, my good man. You 12 minus your toughness on the first one. And he's got a bludgeon out. He's trying to pretty much like blackjack you with it. And off to 14. Wait, am I rolling a D? I'm sorry. I gotta do that again because I was rolling a D20, not a D10. That's unfair. Let me re-roll that one for you, Sod. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, getting a little too aggressive here. All right, okay, 13 on the second one minus your toughness. Okay, and then Everest, let's do that again. Especially he doesn't call me on that. All right, the first one is 13, and the second one is 16. There we go. Okay, that was getting a little too crazy. All right.
Okay.
All right. How are people doing? Actually, I probably need to know.
I'm on 9 health.
Oh. Ooh, okay.
That was 2 big hits. So.
Yeah.
9 and then 13 and what was it? 16, John, for the second
yeah,
one?
13 and 16.
So 12.
Let's bring this.
21. Oh, that didn't work. That is not what I wanted.
Do you have a number for me?
So it was 29 plus 12 is 21.
21. Yep.
So 11.
Okay. Ow. Alrighty. Doot. That was their turn.
Rivers, you changed your max health.
I just realized. I was like, wait a minute. There we go.
Okay. That was their turn. So, Laureate, you're up. And
Alright.
fairly hurt.
Yeah, this is painful. All right. What's that? It's fast. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna activate Wild Spring. Gives me an extra heal, and I'm gonna do a double heal on myself.
Okay.
So it's a heal for 7.
Okay. You feel a bit better.
That's a fast.
Right.
Now I have a slow and a fast left. I'm going to. I think I might. I'm thinking Moonbite.
Hey, Coven guy. Trouble. There's trouble in the streets of Adri.
I'm trying to think of the best solution here.
Yeah. Everest and Laureate are in a bit of spot of trouble in the street. They've been accosted by members of the Chasers who want to have a little not so friendly chat, perhaps, and are resisting going with them. Let's put it that way. So, yeah.
Just trying to think. Actually,
other than that, all's great. And Mama and Savoy are back sipping champagne in their Calgon baths at the Vanier household. So they're doing fine.
These guys before, I know how they work, so I don't really want to attack them right now. I do want to get away. Well, maybe not get away. What I'll do. Yeah, I might do that. So I might shift 1 square to the north as a fast action.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm going to throw, because I get a free dagger throw. I'm going to do it at Grunt 2.
Alrighty, so cap check, please. Ooh.
3. So it does hit, penetrates, it does 6 damage.
Nice. All right, he's looking weaker.
And I have a fast action left, which I'm going to hold.
Oh, I wonder why. All right. Okay. Let's see. So you healed a bit, did some damage. It's good. And is it the knife is 2d6?
Yeah, you lower the damage of it after a bit.
Yeah.
Remember, it used to be 3d4
Used to
or
be
something?
3. No, it used to be
3d4?
3d6. I think they dropped the die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that would be the top of the order. Does anyone wish to do any?
Go, Everest. Just burn them alive, please.
Just burn them. Well, how hurt is Grunt 2 looking there, John?
I mean, fairly, but he's still, up and... Yeah, he's on fire. He's not down yet, is the thing. But he looks, I would say he is badly hurt. There you go.
Okay, so... Well, as a fast, I'm going to go ahead and do Disintegrate again. Oh, that's the passive. Sorry, Ground 0.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Should probably put a little icon to represent burning.
Ooh, yeah. I'll do that while he's figuring out what he's doing.
So, question is...
Oh, sorry.
The question is whether or not I want to try and target them all.
Indeed. Well, actually,
Or try and get because I can do a given hit with mana echoes.
Right.
Actually, you know what? That might actually work out better.
I
for
remember.
next spell.
Just so you know, I think there's a cap on burning. Isn't there like a 2 or 3?
It's 2. It's 2. Yeah.
Unless later on we get a power that allows that to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which just makes it even more disgusting.
Pretty messed up. Yeah.
I've already done future proofing on this. If I live, I already know how the similar routes I'm gonna go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna target him again with a mana echoes.
Okay.
Grunt 2.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right.
So 16.
And that's resistance, and he looks super duper, like more than super messed up, like nearly dead. I would say dead on his feet is very accurate.
So he'll gain another stack of burning.
Yep.
Plus you're counting the vulnerability as well.
Yes, but that goes into effect on his turn, so exactly.
But wasn't he vulnerable from last turn? Because
I
calculated it. Okay,
Yep.
just making sure. Just double check it. So I'm going to go ahead, and then what I will also do is I will do the same thing for Grunt 1.
Okay.
So I'm going to Disintegrate as a fast. I'm sorry, Ground 0 as a fast.
On your next spell, yeah. So fast.
It's
and then
my
bam,
next spell.
Exactly. Yep.
I wish it was as broken as it just stays in effect, because that would be.
That'd be a little too sick. No, that's too much. Okay.
So
And it's bad enough you're getting auto hit and putting burning on them every single time.
It's fine, John. It's fine. And we're gonna go ahead and mana echoes again.
All right,
so
very
there's
good.
15 versus resistance.
Yes. Okay. So it's the first time he's taken a shot, but he has taken a shot, and that's the +1B as well, and -1 vulnerability. Okay. Stack of vulnerability, I should say. All right, and you light him up too, and that was a good shot too. Damn. All right. Yep. Kapow. So yeah, I didn't like that at all. Unfortunately, they are both still up. However, I know one of them is not going to be at the start of next round. Any other things you need to do? I think you're out of actions, right? That was 2 and
I am
more fast.
Yeah,
right?
I'm totally out of actions now. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we move to the grunts, and of course, first I need you to roll that 2d20, which is really not gonna matter. But let's roll it just for. Let's see what
Snake
happens.
Eyes, he survives.
Yeah.
So defense roll 2.
What are you doing? No, you're rolling the You're rolling the burning damage.
Oh, burning damage. Sorry, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, that would have been great dodges. Oh.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Way to squander. Yeah, exactly.
Womp womp.
All right. Well, the damage is
20.
enough to. It's there. You go.
18.
Okay. All right. We'll roll the other one just for granted. Let's see how total you did. And that was more than enough. You had 1 hit point left. Yeah. So I mean, total.
20.
You could use you could use that one on Grunt 1, but totally immolated him. He's just literally flaming body falls over in the street. All right, and then a d20 on Grunt 1, please. We get another high one because use it for Laureate.
Not quite.
Okay, not so much, but still, fire's fire. Okay. Yeah, and burning has penetration. However,
So
Grunt
much-
1 is still up, alas. So he does not. He felt the dagger sink into you, so now he's just going to grab your arm and try to literally pull you into the alleyway.
Ooh.
However, the other problem that y'all have, unfortunately, is in this alley here. I have decided not to mess around with y'all. And that. Okay, so if any of you happen to be actual, we'll put them like right here. Pop and Pop. These are not street jacks.
Okay.
These are bloodhounds.
Oh, okay. And that's
Seem to
the
be controlled.
Houndmaster.
Well, you killed the Houndmaster. He's dead, but they're controlled by someone else. It's a very big, very burly chaser, possibly with a bright blue skull on their face. Can't tell if it's a man or a woman, but they're big, quite large. And so that appears around the corner, and obviously that was the whistle that number one gave. And it's like, come on, you don't want to be dying in the street. Come with us now, and we can de-escalate. But he's not trying to attack you. He's talking to you, Laureate. And let's see, the reinforcements have arrived. How do you wish to respond?
I'm trying to think. This has changed everything. Just a quick question: will they be on the same turn order, so they'll start immediately?
They will not. They will not go until next turn.
Okay. Just
So
make sure.
They have appeared here now. They will go. They will come into. Yeah, they will come into the turn order next round. I'm not that cruel. Close, but I'm not that cruel. That's just too mean. Fire that goes off. Well, the Tasters aren't messing around with you guys anymore, so
I'm trying to think if I should just let Everest run and I'll just stay here since I'm the one that they want.
well, I'm gonna need an answer from you fairly soon. It's right in the middle of combat. I can't let you be pausing to think it's over too much.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, do you really want to continue this on the streets?
No, that's what I've been trying to get you to stop doing ever since we first met. Now both of you come with us.
I'll make you a deal. I'll go instead of Everest. Everest can return.
Shakes his head immediately. The white hair wants to see him again. Said she ain't done with him from last time.
That's a slight problem.
Now look, all that blood coursing down your back can't be feeling too good. Still enough time for you to get some help. We finish our conversation somewhere else. But I ain't gonna ask again. And immediately he actually starts pulling on your arm as if to draw you up into this way.
Sorry, Judd, I have to ask, is he doing this while he's on fire?
Kind of, because
Yeah.
he doesn't have time to stop, drop, and roll. I know. It seems it's a little weird that we've paused this, but I'm compressing the gaps as Laureate's thinking about what she wants to do. So, exactly. When hopes maybe the elite will beat it off of him if they get here, depending on what you guys do next. Let's see. There they are. So, Sad, I need a decision.
Everest, do you think you can run? I'll hold them off.
I don't think I'm going to bother to try because I think that's a very poor choice.
Well, that's your answer.
Okay.
So that means we're fighting. Just want to make sure.
It does sound like it. Yeah, it's it would seem to be. Hang on, I'm pausing for. Okay, well, the good news is you've kind of like blown his turn, so I'm going to give Laurie a chance. You now responded. Once Everest said that, it is now your turn. He tried to give you a chance to quote unquote surrender or whatever. So Laureate, what do you wish to do since you now know apparently what's going to happen?
All right. Well, first things first. My heal triggers. My sustain.
Okay.
So I'll just heal myself. And heal for another 2.
Ah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, good.
Okay. Now.
Ooh, nice. Okay, good. All right.
Just trying to think of the best way to do.
So you
this.
said you healed for your healing
2.
rolls are on
that's
point as usual.
My
Yep.
sustain.
Yep.
Good old, Good old 2 health.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Good to see some things don't change.
Yeah, I'm going to moonbite all 3 of those down the bottom there. I think wait, I'm in range. Let me check. 5 squares. Yeah. 2, 3.
Remind me what Moonbite does again?
So it's like burning these chains of calamity type of thing. It's just an AOE that sustains and does piercing.
Okay.
And I miss anyway. It's lovely.
Again?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Does the sustain still happen
unfortunately-
even if I miss?
Does what?
Can I still
No.
sustain? It has to hit before I sustain.
You gotta hit. Yeah, you gotta get the
Alright.
spell off. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Yeah. Can't sustain a spell you didn't cast, my friend.
Fair enough.
Yep.
so I
slow
will-
to fast. No, it's just you have 2 fast and a slow left because the rejuvenation, like you said, was.
I've 2 fast or a slow. So I'm going to do another Wild Spring heal on
Alright.
myself. So this time I heal for 8. There we go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold the fast.
So holding that fast. All right. Let's see. That was the end of the turn. Okay. So now all the grunts 3 and 4 are going to pop in, and the elite will also go at the end. However, since this is still happening in the street, the commotion has attracted some attention. It's a little smaller than I would like, but it'll have to do. Suppose if you can make them a little bigger, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Sod, the 2 characters I put up around the
I
corner.
can't even make the tokens bigger, but then they go like over.
It's okay. We'll make do. That's fine. And there. Okay. Why do you keep popping over there? There we go. All right. And there is a shout from up the street. Because you guys have been doing a little bit of commotion. I don't know, people are on fire as well. That tends to attract a little
one person's
attention.
currently on the ground just smoldering at the moment.
Right. And the other one is like on fire while trying to pull you off into the alley, and then 2 hounds have come up with a big person, and there's a shout from down the alley, and you see 3 members of the Order. They're going, what's going on down there? It looks like a female officer of some kind with 2 street wardens or whatever they like to call themselves in tow. And that kind of startles everyone. However, things are still going on, so it's top of the order. And I guess, unless you guys are making changes, Everest is going first. Is that correct?
Do you want to go front heel or do you want to stick back?
I think I'll go first. I need to do something to help you.
Okay.
So you're switching the order.
Yep, just switching us around.
All right, there you go.
Okay, so start of the turn. I'm gonna out help to the soldiers. Check.
Help! I'm being oppressed.
Yeah. And
Okay, you shout for help. All right. And
I'm
he's
gonna
like,
call straight out for help.
damn it!
And then first things first, my 2 sustains trigger, so I get 2 free heals on myself. Yay! 7 and a 4, so that's 13. Puts me to max.
Okay. You're stating those. All right, and then you have the rest of your turn.
Okay, I'm going to. I think I might go there. Yeah, I'm actually going to shift 1 square down as a fast.
Okay. As you do, he is going to make a basic attack. I need you to make a dodge roll.
That's fine. Yes.
Nice.
2.
All right. Yes, you twist out of his grasp and duck away as he lashes out with his dagger again, but he misses you. unfortunately. So, and you're back up to. Are you back up to full?
Yeah, I'm back up to full.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm basically
you feel
trying
much
to put
better
myself
then.
in front of the enemy between me and Everest. I think if I Moonbite here, I'll heal Everest. I think I might just heal Everest. I think we need to hold out. So I'm going to. I got 2 fasts, so I'll just do a Wild Spring Rejuvenation on Everest and hold a fast action.
Okay.
I think that's right. Heal 7.
Got.
All right.
And hold a fast action, and that's my turn.
You feel better. Okay. It is the grunt's turns to go. And the grunt 1 calls to the. Oh, I'm sorry. D20 burning, please. He may not have a chance to do anything.
Okay, and
Yes, I'm sure Mama would help, but those maze hiding dresses don't find themselves. Oh, he's still around. Okay, yeah. So, okay, not looking great, but he's still going. And yes, he actually tries to make a leap. He tries to grab Laureate again. And it's very single-minded. So, Laureate, are you doing anything?
Well,
he's still right next to you.
Can I defend myself against the grab? Would it be a skill check or?
Well, yeah, you have a fast action held. So to avoid him, yes, I would.
I will not use it to avoid him grabbing me. Then, well, I'll still be able to cast spells though if I need to.
Well, you're going to burn the fast action on avoiding his attack, so you wouldn't have anything left to
well,
cast.
I'll let him grab me then. That's fine.
All right. Well, then that is what he's going to do, and try to pull you off as the other grunts rush in. And yeah, they're going to come after Everest, unfortunately. So let's see, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, luckily they moved first. And let's see, I believe this is the chompity chomp. Yeah. Yeah, so old buddy, I need you to do 2 dodge rolls again. Hopefully you'll do better than last time. You can do it, Everest. I have faith in you. See? There you go.
Critical dodge.
All right. You didn't do nothing.
Oh.
No.
Well,
Just
gotta be some damage. And yeah, the first one misses, but the second one takes a nice chewy chomp into your leg. It does not feel good. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't feel good. And you take 11 minus whatever your toughness is. You can shrug that off.
11 minus 4.
Yep. Tis but a scratch. Okay. Keep track. All right. Let's see. So miss, run, miss. That's good. Grunt is pulling you off. So actually, I want you to shift with him. Laureate, you're going to shift up this way, one square. Yep. Okay, because he's caught you, basically. And bark, snarl. Everest, it is your turn now.
Okay. So,
big old snarly, toothy, spiky, shadowy things. Yes.
I so want to do this, but it's a poor choice right now. So what I will do is I will ground 0 since they're right there.
Yep.
As a fast. This time I'm gonna try to do something else. So what I will do is I will do a fan the flames on myself.
Okay.
So +2 damage die type. The next damage dealing spell. This bonus resets if you hit, miss, or have spell action canceled.
Wow. All right, very cool. So +2 damage die type. So it moves up 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I will go ahead and attempt to do Molten Rain.
Isn't it a D12 to start with?
Correct.
Something like that.
So it's now it's D6s.
Well, that still moves up to D10.
6, 8. 10,
all right,
yeah.
You did hit. You did penetrate. Very good.
So
and you hit all 3 of them. Yeah, and your damage. Well, no. Now you got to reroll your damage though.
Yes.
Okay.
So what is it now with the?
You're moving up to 3d10 damage.
Okay, so 3d10. 3d10.
Oh, Okay, so 14 to both of them.
14 14 to both. They both suffer 1 stack of burning, and then they all suffer a stack of vulnerability. And they will also have another stack of vulnerability.
I was about to. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Hit them both. +1B. Okay. And +2V for both of them. All right. Yeah. That's lighten them up. Exactly. And that was it, right? Fast, slow. Correct.
Yep. That's it.
All right.
Now I have to pray.
Well, kinda, yeah. But here's the thing: the elite hunter does move in. However, he just interposes himself between you and Laureate, and is like.
Well, as soon as I see him moving, I try and entangle him. As soon as I see him going.
Okay, so that last. Yep. All right. So
please work. No.
Going to hustle you over into.
It works when I need it to.
All right. Well, the good news is the order is coming though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's close enough. Let's see here. You know what? We're just going to. Here it is. Chunk. Just gonna pop open a quick screen here. There we go. And then these guys are gonna follow up as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's like, help him. I've got the big one. All right. And so what's gonna happen is she is. Let's see what I can do here. Range of 5. Okay, first thing is you guys can alter your next roll result by ±2.
Ooh.
And then she is going to take her spear and try to attack the elite.
19 isn't going to
engage him. All right. I'm going to do a quick. We're just going to see what happens here. There we go. Yep, that'll do it. All right, I'm just going to borrow his, and that's. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's going to tag him good. All right. So yeah, she lashes out with a spear she's carrying. It's not really a sword or a mace or whatever it is. Anyways, and okay, yeah, he's definitely hit. Did not like that at all. So he's gonna turn on her and snaps to the grunt. Get her out of here. And he's gonna move to engage on his turn. These two guys are going to try to take crossbows and attack the dogs that are on you. Just gonna. It's a 10, which would be a hit. Just gonna roll both attacks right now, and an 8, which would be a hit in penetration. So number 3 is going to take 8 there. Wow, that's gonna hurt, and he's got minus. They gotta check and see which that is. So he is not feeling good at all. Yipe! Didn't like that. And then the second one is gonna carve right through. So yeah, ever you're like, this might be bad. Then you hear twangs and two bolt is sticking into each of the dogs. And they did not like that at all, but they don't really have a choice. They're not quite as good, but got full penetration, so they're both looking pretty hurt. Number 3 is looking a little more hurt than number 4, in case that matters to you. Okay, that was end of turn. They're going, and the elite did that. So we are at the top of the order.
All right, Everest, I think you probably want to, unless you want to heal.
How about you? Let's keep same order, because then you can try and top me up a little. And that way, my burning takes effect before I do any extra damage on unnecessary targets.
Sure. All right, so we'll keep it as it is.
All a fair cop. Okay, Laureate, you're up.
Okay, so the first thing is my free heal on Everest triggers, and I've got another sustain of heal on me, which doesn't do anything. Just double check that. Yeah. So first thing on Everest. Heal 3. I'm already at full health, so my first fast action, I'm going to heal Everest again with a Wild Spring heal.
Yep.
So heal another 9 on top. What's that put you to?
23 out of 32.
I'll give you another rejuve heal. For one.
Womp womp. Oh well.
Okay.
One's
That's 2 fasts. So I've got slow 2 fastless. I'm going to.
Yeah.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go all healing. I'm just gonna keep you alive.
okay.
Another 2. And you know what? Actually, I'm gonna hold the fast. I have a feeling.
I think that's a good idea.
So yeah, I'm happy with that.
Cool.
Everest, make me a focus check. At focus check at +2 because of the combat going all around you.
Oh no.
Well, you
Yeah,
can
just
modify
miss it
it.
anyways.
You can modify it. Remember, you've got the.
It's not that important. Don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna use an Emberwind spark on that.
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be more critical points.
That's very likely. Yes, indeed. All right, and Laurie, so it was pretty much burn all your heals, basically, right?
And leave the fast action open. Yeah.
And a fast action left. Thank you very much. Okay, top of the Grunt's order. And again, this time he's moving you along faster, so Grunt 1 is going to pull you into the alley like 2 squares.
Is
So
he
follow him, please?
Do we want the burning to happen first, John, before?
Oh yeah, that's right. He's still burning, isn't he?
He sure is.
Okay, go ahead. That might actually change things depending on how you roll.
20. I really need to make a plain
Why don't you
macro
just
for
use
this.
the die roller token up on the screen and just grab it that way?
Yeah, there's that.
That'll do it. Never mind, Laura. You can stay where you are because he's dead. Bye. Oh, you know what? I gotta put burning on these guys. Although it's probably not gonna matter pretty soon. But anyways, doink. So you can move back to where you were next to the elite, please. Which actually maybe not such a great thing, come to think of it. But you know.
Thanks, Everest. Thanks.
And then on the 2 dogs as well.
Yep.
Okay, and number 4.
Oh,
And just
Jeez.
light them up.
burning is just ridiculous.
Okay. Yeah, it gets a little crazy. That's just 1. So those are some pretty damn good rolls. Yeah. Yeah, literally. Okay. Well, what do you want to do? The elite's still there, and he's not looking like he's backing down.
Right, I guess
Yeah.
it's my turn now, because they're
Yeah.
dead.
Doesn't look happy at seeing all his allies suddenly like turned into crispy critters, but he's not pulling back or not stopping.
Okay, so let's see.
Well, I don't need to worry about those sheets anymore. Okay. Bye and bye.
Well, I will proceed to fan the flames. So I will fan the flames.
Okay.
I will then ground 0 the elite.
I'm sensing a theme here. Yeah.
Yep. And
Alright.
then I will also mana echoes.
Okay.
So that'll be an auto hit, but what's so it's a
You're moving up to 2d12.
2d12.
Mhm. I love the d12. Yes, it's true. In Emberwind, we actually use the d12 die, and fairly frequently. All right, 14. Mana
Still
Echo's
pretty good.
auto hit, but it versus resistance. Yeah. Okay. So.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I had forgotten about that. All right. It does not look to have any real effect.
Awesome.
You do get the stack of burning though.
Yeah,
That does happen, yes.
that's fine. That's fine. I'll take that.
And the minus and the stack of vulnerability. There you
Yep.
go. Other than that, kind of shrugged it off.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So that was what? Fast, and fast, right?
Fast.
Yep. Right. You have 1 left. Are you doing anything with your last fast action?
I really don't have anything else to do with this. Why not? Let's do a wand roll. Actually,
You could always just do a ground 0 fan the flames because it affects next turn. Spell, isn't it?
next spell, but I mean,
It doesn't. It's a spell, not an effect.
it's
It's
yeah.
a different thing. Yeah.
I'd have to.
It doesn't quite work that way.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I will. I want to do this, but I don't know if I'll regret it. Why not? I'll do a focus fire on my. Oh, it's a slope. Never mind. Can't do that.
Nope,
Damn it.
can't do that one.
Oh.
That'll be very interesting later on. Sure.
I have plans for it, but it's like it's very.
Yeah,
It's very touch.
You got to be in the right situation
yeah,
to do that
make sure
one.
no one's
Yeah.
around.
Well,
You just-
missile weapons are also a thing, so that could be a little hazardous. It's situation specific. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
All right. So you still got a
so-
fast left. You could shift. I don't know. Or you can
know
just stand there.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and mana echoes again, and just for the hell of it, even though it
All right.
didn't do much.
Yeah, it shrugs
If
that off
anything.
too. Yeah, it shrugs
Okay.
that off as well. So yes. Pew. All right. So that was your turn. It is
Yep.
the elite's turn. So,
Yikes.
Burning.
yep. First of all, that's correct. Ooh.
18.
Ow. All right. That got through.
Well, considering it's penetrating, I would hope so.
Well, yeah, exactly. So yeah, didn't like that at all. Let's see.
Doing so much damage.
What do we got here? Gotta be. Oh! It's not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. I just gotta see what this was gonna do. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Jen, roll me a d6.
Uh-oh. Sounds like targeting.
See what happens here. I'm kind of curious about it myself. Okay. Correct.
Just slash roll slash R /R, sorry, and then 1d6.
Why you guys don't use the? There you go. Okay. Let's see. It's a 2. And B. Oh my God, that could suck. All right. Well, he is. And he could do both of them. Yeah, that works. All right.
Did he just move forward a square?
Yeah.
Oh,
If
well,
I just
would
killed
like-
somebody, I'm going
I
to be
would-
really annoyed.
I would like to entangle that. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And
Did
I
you-
actually
did you get
hit.
it?
Yes.
There you go. All right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yay!
Okay.
He's even more vulnerable
And
now.
even more
Yep.
vulnerable.
Okay. All right. Well, that will change what he's gonna do. Okay. Okay.
Like a little girl.
No, actually, he turns to Laureate and attempts to seize you bodily and literally throw you over his shoulder. And unfortunately, since you're out of actions, there's not really much you can do for that
No.
situation.
Oh, damn it.
So now he's got you. Can I do this both ways? There we go. And starts taking off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down the alley.
Ooh.
That is what's happening, folks. So, guards immediately like after him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, can just get into range. All right, these guys unfortunately are caught a little bit flat-footed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they have crossbows, of course, and he's within range. The leader knight is going to
Please
take
don't
a
hit me.
shot. Now, the problem with this, of course, is that Laureate might be in the way. So, if the roll isn't good enough, she might end up being hit. However, you got a hostage. No, actually, you know what? She's good enough. She'll aim for the legs. It's all good. She knows what she's doing. This
say
isn't
the-
a new.
yeah.
There we go. Yeah. No, I'm not going to do that.
Maybe the
She's-
little.
She's
the-
sort of
the-
trying to trip him. Yeah.
The lower tier guards might not be very good though.
Well, they're also she kind of shouts out, aim for the legs. So exactly. Oh, got that. And your next one didn't really matter. Yeah. Okay. Anywho, so yeah, she did tag him, but he's still moving. So let's do damage real quick. Yeah, it is literally a chase through the streets. Ooh, a good roll too. All right. Actually, come to think of it, not that great a roll because still pretty damn tough. But the 3 vulnerability does help. So she tags him, but it's like not. You figure she do more damage than you think, but not really. So 1. There we go. Okay. Oh, I wonder if. All right. I do have a question for that. Okay. And then the 2 guards. I suppose if they critically miss, that might be a problem. One of them is almost a crit, but not quite. Definitely penetrative though. And the second one is, yeah, that one came a little too close, Laureate. But the first one actually gets a solid shot right into his back. And nice, there we go. All right, but this guy is still moving like crazy. All right, here we go. Okay. Wait a minute. Did we? Yeah, you rolled the burning damage. That's the first damage you took, as a matter of fact. Okay. All right. Let's see. By the way, Laureate, next round the flames are going to start getting a little too uncomfortably close to you.
Yeah,
just letting you know.
I'll have to deal with that.
Yeah. You want to think about it in the next turn. All right. I need to add. Can we add on the guards in the turn order?
Sure. Just.
I think we're going to put them in slot. Yeah, let's move them up to the 2 grunts early,
as well.
and then
Okay.
yeah, the two sword guys.
So like that.
They'll be our grunts. Yep, and then the captain will be the one before we'll put her before the elite. Perfect. Exactly where we need to be. All right, this is the current order. Any changes you wish to make to it?
Everest, do you want to go before?
Yeah, I think going first would be a good idea. I mean, I'm not sure how much damage I'll be able to do, but I definitely can put at least 1 more stack of burning on him.
Oh,
That's
lovely.
what Laureate wants. Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
I want 2 stacks of burning, please.
Yes.
Fine.
Hey, just saying, it's you can't target it, buddy.
Well, this is where she says, "Please, sir, can I have some more?"
Go for it.
Is it hot in here? Or is it just me?
Just don't critically miss, whatever you do.
Well, I think I'm going to shift 3, because is that.
You might as well. No, you can only shift up to. Is it
1?
Yeah, shift is 1 square. You can
Shift
tumble.
is 1.
Yeah, you can move up to 1 to 5 squares as a slow action. Shift 1 square as a fast, or tumble up to 3 squares as a slow. But if you're going to do that, you might as well move all 5 squares.
All 5, yeah.
But that is a slow. Just to let you know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll take my slow and 2 fast. So I will focus fire as. Oh, that's a slow. Sorry, that's not what I want. I want disintegrate. No, ground 0. Sorry. So ground 0 is a fast.
Yep.
And then I will go ahead and mana echoes.
Yeah, let me guess. Mana echoes.
There we go.
Okay. And that was all right. Fast. -2. Back and burning. The damage does not get through.
Yeah.
However, the 2 stacks of burning now is in play. Yeah, Laureate, it's getting real hot here.
Take off all your clothes.
This on this next round, you are going to take 1/4 of the damage the elite takes.
Okay.
Just because you're right, there's no escape. There's really nothing you can do with this. So
Will it be
I
on
have
my
to sign
turn?
some. I have to sign something.
Yeah.
It will, because the elite's going way down there. That's true. Well, if it's still alive, you'll still take the damage. So I'm just letting you know.
That's what I'm saying.
If you kill it before the turn is over, that's different.
Okay.
All right. So that's the Everest. That was you. It was a fast and a fast. You moved, so you are done.
Yep, I am.
Okay. That would bring up the captain of the guard, the order captain, who's like, drop her and. Well, just drop her. Actually, what she wants him to do.
Drop her.
Like,
Surrender.
can't let him go.
The
He was
old
assaulted.
surrender.
Yeah, that's true. It's the old surrender. But the does not pay attention, so she's going to take another shot at him. She's going to shift to get closer, and then actually, you know what? She's got the range. Screw it. What she's going to do is cast that on herself. She gives her +4, and then just going to take the shot because it's a spear. That's why. Okay, and then let's see. Come on. Ooh, well, that does make sure it hits though, so that's a good thing. Yep. Yeah, goes below there. does not. She does not penetrate, so this might be a little tricky. So 3d8. 15. However, with the vulnerability chance, that does get through, but it's really just like a scratch. This guy's tough. I mean, he's a tank, big old tank. All right, that was. Let's see. Wait, that was. She stayed where she was. She could actually tag him again if she. No, slow and attack. That is her turn. She's done. So now, Laureate, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, first things first.
Fire is firing. I'm just gonna say that.
Well, first things first. I'll keep my sustain on Everest for a free heal, and one on me for free heal, which does nothing because I'm on full health already. So heal 5, Everest.
Okay.
So much I can really. I guess I can just. So if I want to break free, that's a skill check. Slow or fast speed?
That's gonna be a slow. You're actually trying to wrest your way out of his arm and everything, and it's not going to be easy. I would give you acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you have the best score in. Like one would be just kind of muscle your way out, the other would be kind of squirm your way out. Up to you.
Yeah, I'm not good at either of those, but I'll give it a shot anyway.
Yeah.
No.
Nope. All right, you try to struggle and scrum out of the way. He just tightens like, ugh, and you kind of get the breath squeezed out of you. He's got you cinched. You're not going anywhere, unfortunately.
Yeah, so a slow and a fast. I'm going.
And by the way, carrying you doesn't seem to be slowing this down guy down very much. He's pounding like full speed. So.
That's the problem. I don't really have anything. Nothing that really. I could stab him with a knife. Maybe that might be the best thing to do.
Wouldn't hurt.
All right, so it's a fast action.
Mm-hmm. Was that your throwing knife?
Yeah.
What is that typically?
It's
if you're doing it in melee, you're not ranged. You're right next to him. You can't get a ranged attack on him. So you could you can stab him though, but that's going to be a slow action.
But the knife has an ability. The first attack, it's a fast. You use it
only at range.
Okay, it's
only a range
All right,
attack.
well then I won't. I'll just hold my slow then. I've got some stuff I can do.
You'd still do the damage on that roll.
No,
you can stab him with the knife. It's perfectly fine.
No. What I will do instead is I'll cast Wild Spring on Everest.
Okay.
I was only 1 point off. You want to hold off on that?
Sorry?
I was only 1 point off of full health if you wanted to hold off on the Wild Spring.
Wild Spring's free.
Oh, okay.
So you get an extra damage die when you do your next action.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's damage or healing. So there you go.
Okay.
And that might be handy. Yeah. All right.
So your next mana echoes will do an extra D, whatever. D60.
Okay, the downside is we're running out of room here.
We can just play it by the
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? We're gonna move off the screen into another one because that may depending on what happens in the cover you have, that may make a difference. I think we'll move to City 6 after this because they're gonna be off. We'll go to City 6 and pop in there. Okay.
Right. Yep.
I mean, if you guys can take them down, that's great, but I don't think it's gonna happen just yet. Okay. Let's see. That was Laureate. Laureate, you are done, correct?
Yep, I'm holding a slow.
Okay, I just realized I did this backwards. Oh well, 2 cross someone are gonna go. Oh, they're gonna try to close up with him. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're gonna try to get on him and try to take him down if possible. Actually, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to try to overbear him and tackle him. Keep in mind, he's still on fire. Just, but that's, yeah, they're trying to stop him from taking you away because it's a hostage. Let's see. But unfortunately, he's big and burly, and it's probably going to be a problem. Well, let's see what happens. This and his is... All right. No. It's like terriers trying to take down a Saint Bernard. Basically, is the best way. He just literally they try to get around him, and he just shakes him off and keeps going. It's yeah, that did not work at all. So that was their actions because it was move and then move and failure, and he's still plowing forward. So, unfortunately, that's going to be the elite. So the elite is going to go. So we need everyone to move to City 6. I'm going to bring
Well,
that.
do you want to do the burning before moving?
Oh, yeah. Well, you're not going to kill them, but go do the burning now. Sure. Go crazy.
29 total.
I'll move us all over because I can copy and paste it. So
okay.
City 6.
Yeah, thank you. That's going to hurt them quite a bit. Yes. So, 29 total? Okay.
We'll go.
Yeah, I felt that. And then once a quarter of that, you're taking 30. You're taking 7. It's odd.
7
fire damage. 7 fire damage. Yeah, you're back up to full, so. Hi, Jack Chris, welcome. Yes. A party member's on fire, a bad guy's on fire. They're in a foot
I'm trying
race
to be kidnapped and fire
down the
fire
street.
At the same time.
Yes, yes. All right. Have we moved over there yet, or are you still working?
Yeah,
on
it should be there. Do you see it?
Let me check. All right, put them down here. There. Let's put them all down at the bottom there. Like here, I'll move the bad guys. I got it.
Right,
So start here. We'll cram everyone on there.
Okay.
Everest, you're way at the bottom. You'll be way at the bottom left, bottom right corner. And these 3 guys, actually, I'm gonna move them up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And these guys were just shaken off, so they're kind of useless right now. And there, and she is kind of back here. Perfect. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. And it's a new map. A little bit dingier because he's heading actually into Gelspar, so the buildings are not as good. You guys are on the outskirts because you were going to the dry dock, which is right on the outskirts of Gelspar. He's trying to get into the slums to attempt to lose you. Let's see. It is his turn. It's got a target-rich environment there. Yes. So, that's gonna hurt. All right. Let's see. Basic melee. He's going to. Yeah, the two soldiers that are right next to him are going to each take a potential attack. Let's see if they make their dodge rolls. Yep, there we go. Their dodge is not great, so this might not be good for them. Nope, and no. All right, they are both going to get thwacked, and not in a good way. Takes out this huge, one-handed, takes huge act and just sweeps it in this horizontal arc and just tags both of them. All right, and the axe is huge. Let's see. Ooh, oh, that's gonna hurt. All right. Okay, so, ow. Yeah, that was not pleasant. So 27 minus. Yeah, that hurt a lot. And then the next one, a little better. 21, 8, 13 is. There we go. Okay, yeah, they both took big shots. But they're still up. They're still going. And then he again takes off. Down. Oh, no, not all 3 of you. You do not need to come with. Nice try. Nice try, Mr. No! Stop it.
Don't mean to do
there
it,
we
John.
go.
Oh,
I got it. And taking off, pounding down the corridor of the
I'm
alleyway.
going to entangle, see if I can hold him in place.
Okay.
A hit.
Got it. All right. He tries to, and yet he is unable to move, as if magical vines. Actually, what is the effect of Rusting Entanglement when Laureate casts it?
How does it work?
Well, what is the physical, or does it have an appearance? Do vines actually come up out of the ground?
Yeah,
what does it look like?
Full on, just magical vines appear from the ground.
Okay, struggles
through the cracks in the stonework.
Yep, perfect. Okay, yeah, and you see the vines come up and hold him in place, and he cannot seem to move. Unfortunately, however, he's got 2 movements, so that stopped the one of them.
That's fine.
He's got a second one.
He still has an extra 2 stacks of vulnerability, so it's up to
that's true.
5 or 6 now. So.
Oh yeah, yep, you're right. 4, so back up here. There you go. Okay. And yep, thank you. Getting there. You're getting there. Okay. Yeah, so yep, that's perfect. All right. That is the elite's turn. It is now, I think we're on turn 4 of combat, if I'm not mistaken. Sakura's still plugging away. Any changes to the turn order?
I'm happy with this.
I had to reload up Roll20, and then my turn order got all borked.
Oh, you're still first, so...
Okay, that's more or less what I needed to know. Choices.
The other 2 are not here, Janitress. It's just these 2 right now.
Yeah,
So-
currently we're being...
They've split the party, which, as you know, is usually not a good thing to do.
Well, we had various tasks, and now we're getting attacked by
Yeah,
the
you know.
people that we're trying to stop, so to speak.
I think
The girls are curling it up back home.
Oh yeah, they're probably enjoying like the best bath and cupcakes and all
Why
that.
not? You know it.
why not?
I would be in their shoes.
My family knows Mama now well enough to just have a dessert tray ready. For
Yeah,
her.
it's like a permanent
Yeah.
servant with like a dessert tray, just like
John
yes,
Paul.
more.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you're like, and she's like explaining every single dessert type each time Mama asks.
So
I mean,
What's
they're-
this? How's this made?
I offered Brahms to play Lady Shannon's husband when he gets home.
Yeah.
Brahms dies.
Yeah, if I die, it's like you get to play the husband. It's like great.
Okay, that's funny.
So seriously, I could totally give him basically the basics of their relationship and how it works, and then see his character being like, you know what, Savoy, you need some watching out for. And suddenly, Savoy won't be the mom anymore.
Oh, Savoy will always be the mom.
Well, kinda.
Yeah.
Just it for spot time. Yes. And see, the great thing about this, Mama, is their pastry chef is very accomplished, so you haven't had the same dessert twice since you've been here.
This is the best. I'm happy. You
See?
take your time out there in the streets.
Eclairs and cakes and pies and puffs and all sorts of
The
stuff. Yeah,
question
it's
is, does
crazy.
it rival your husband's baking?
Ooh,
Mm,
that's a good
Ooh.
question.
it's a fair cop. Yep, exactly.
So
It's damn good. It's damn good.
It's awesome. There's
Yeah.
no complaints here.
Yeah. All right,
So I
Everest,
just,
I think you took the move action. Is that correct?
I took a move action, and what I will attempt to do is Molten Rain now on the elite to try and increase the stacks of vulnerability on it.
Okay. Yeah, that works. That's fine. I mean, now Molten Rain, I think he's going to get through because he's no, it's resistance. Yeah.
It's resistance.
Okay.
Then
Penetrates.
he'll also, and that way
Yeah.
he just keeps getting more.
But
vulnerability.
exactly. Yep. All right. It just So that burning the burning damage is going to go no matter what. But now the physical damage is going to start impacting. Exactly. Yeah. That one stack. All right. So you did. Your damage does not go through, but that vulnerability is starting to. It is starting to add up. You are absolutely correct. And so you move and slow action. That is your turn. Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so the 2 crossbow guys are going to actually go properly this time, the right way. I had them mixed up the second time, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This time, however, she's just like, take out his legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're just going to actually, it doesn't really matter, it's both the same, but they're going to try to pin him anyways, so let's see here.
Interesting.
Just, and that'll do it. Yep. So the first one. Boink.
Come here.
13. That was weird. Got a little bit of echo there, but fine. Let's see. Okay, so the first one doesn't do all that great. It takes off a little bit. Second one, however, is enough to bypass defenses. So that's going to be full damage. There we go. Okay, that hurt. Still moving though.
This thing just won't go.
It's like you PO'd the Incredible Hulk and it just won't stop. It just won't stop moving.
Yeah, pretty much. It just will not slow down. Yeah. That was their turn. It was move and attack each. Laureate, you're up.
All right.
Well, that's why they're called elites.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
so-
going
I'm
to try
sorry,
and
Jen?
break out
Because
again.
that is why they're called elites.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's very true. Okay.
I'm going to break out. Come on, here we go.
Okay. Not so much. Hey, look, strength is not your forte,
No.
and neither is acrobatics. So, I mean, you know,
It's all
I'm
head
not-
games.
she's
all
a
head
druid, not a
games.
fighter. That's how it goes. Yeah, it's the head games and talking to people, but this they seem very. He seems very unwilling to talk to use.
Well, they're being chased by the guard. The order.
Well, that too. So that was a slow action. So what do you wish to do with the rest of it? You could try again if you'd like.
I need to keep the entangle going and hope for the best, so I'm gonna hold it.
Okay. Alrighty. You know, you could hold 2 of them and then try to stop.
I've
both
only
of
got
them.
1 trigger. I don't have 2.
Oh, that's right. Your trigger. Yep, trigger limit. Yeah, good point. All right. You didn't want to do anything else? Wellspring? Nothing? You're all fine? It's all good?
Oh yeah, I get a free heal. I forgot my
yeah,
free heals.
you could use some-
I forgot about
I
them.
still see you at 31 out of 38.
7 Fevris and
You should take the
5 for
7,
me.
man. I was gonna say you should have taken the 7 because I'm
Too-
at full.
too
Like,
late.
or I'm like
Eh.
at.
All right.
It's too
you're
bad I
full.
can't overheal. That would be cool.
That's my sustains done. That's
I
it.
think
I'm
someone
good.
has an ability that allows you to do that. I can't remember which class it is. It might be Atlanta or something. All right, and you're holding the fast for reasons.
Can't possibly imagine why.
I know, right? Okay. Yeah, the one unfortunately got close enough to the guy. Wait. Oh no, it's her turn now. Yeah. Screw that.
Burn.
4. Right, she charges right up into Biznatch. Yeah, she ain't taking nothing from him. Let's see.
Oh yeah, and I do Wild Spring on Everest. Which is my free action.
Oh, there's a crit. Okay, well that's gonna hurt. So, 24. Might be able to if you get a decent roll on your burning. Yep. Okay. All right, he is starting to slow down visibly and tire. Blood and flame, literally like breathing the body, and yeah, this is pretty awful. This round, unfortunately, Lori, you're gonna take half damage from the fire.
Ouch.
Ow.
Yeah, and speaking of fire.
Yep.
Roll them dice.
22.
Okay. You're taking 11 of that, and still up. Okay. And
Dear God.
it just slashes back behind us. It stops on the run, stops to whirl around, and just like comes down on the officer. Yeah, she's going to do that. And actually, she's going to do that twice, I think. That could really suck. Okay. Yeah, just 2 massive swings of the axe toward her. I'll give her a dodge, which is not great. There we go. All right, let's see what happens. And the officer sees it coming, but
Nearly been an hour-long battle of me trying to.
ooh, just
Get
misses
out
that
of the
one.
grip of this person.
And oh, she gets taken out. Nailed twice. That's gonna suck. All right. That's good. So yeah, chops into her, and this is not pretty, I don't think. Let's see.
I do have to say, this elite is rather impressive. While holding onto a person on fire, swinging an axe,
I
fending
know,
off.
right? Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's
crazy.
pretty.
It's
Like,
very
I want to
hard.
know. I really want to know. It's like, what is she on? Because that's terrifying. Like, what kind of street drug is she on? Because, dear God.
Well, you've technically run into one of this class before.
Oh yeah, the one in the
Pixie.
out,
The
so-
Skyworm.
Yep.
Skyworm.
Oh yeah.
So
I like those people.
48.
Oh, that's right. I recurred nightmared that one before.
32. Yeah, he cleaves into her, and she like drops to a knee, like her shoulder armor's right and everything, but gets back up and says, "I'm not done with you yet." And she's hurt bad, but she's still very much in the fight. He's looking like total crap, but still lumbering away. And again, Lori, I assume you're gonna try to stop it.
Yep. And
Go
you
ahead.
Keep trying.
Oh, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
That's
Stop
one
the
move.
first one, but not the second.
2
so,
more stacks of vulnerability.
That's
What's this-
10. It's
what-
up to 10 or 11 now.
You're up to 8. Yep.
Man.
But it literally, he's now starting just kind of staggering along. It's very obvious he's very close to on his last legs. All right, that is the turn. It is the top of the order.
Can we try
I'll
and
go.
persuade him? Give up? And then he can finish him off?
It's like just it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's like what? Like double tap him to the back of the head to saying it'll be totally fine. Just when you say finish him off, it's like what? Is that what you're telling me?
It's up to you. I'm
No,
happy
I'm
to...
gonna smoke.
You guys really can't communicate in this particular situation, so
Yeah, but we can switch turns.
That's true.
That's
That
what
is
I'm
true.
saying.
Okay. Well, make the decision.
It'll be your
Finish
choice,
him.
Everest.
Just finish him.
All
Guy
right.
isn't gonna have
You're-
anything worth
Everest is
saying.
going to go for the finish.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take a move action. And I'm trying to remember. Does vulnerability affect his?
It's only physical damage.
It's only physical damage that's effective with vulnerability.
There's
okay.
there's one for each. There's one for resistance and one for toughness.
Okay, that's what I would need to gauge before I do
Sure,
anything.
I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Hold on a second. Oh no, it's barrier values. It's both of them.
Okay.
My mistake. Okay.
Okay.
No, you're right.
Good.
You're right. Yep.
Okay, this affects what I'm going to do now, because.
It's across the board. Yep.
So I will go ahead and fan the flames. So +2 damage D-type, and then I will go ahead and mana echoes him in the face.
He
and
gets
give
roll an
him-
extra die because of Wild Spring.
Yep.
Oh right. So it's what 3d12?
Yep.
Yes, it is. That should do it, by the way.
$19.
There you go. Yes, the darts or lances of fire or whatever you do arc out and strike him, and with a shout, topples over and collapses to the ground. Laureate, let's see. You're gonna make me acrobatics roll.
He lands
Well.
right on him.
Well,
It's the first time I succeed. Nope.
nope.
Oh,
You took 6 points of damage as yes, he does kind of fall over onto you. Minus your toughness. Your toughness will ablate some of that. So you take like 2, I think. Yeah, kind of fell on bad luck. You weren't able to get free, but dead. There you go. Okay.
Oh, finally.
Oh, and yeah, they
What a mess.
stagger kind of up to you, all three of them. Got tagged pretty badly. Let me change the music here because we're no longer in combat.
Oh my gosh. What a
That was
mess.
stressful.
There we
Half
go.
the city's on fire.
Well, I mean, they kept the damage to the bodies. Let's put it that way.
I was
Other
gonna say
people would've
Everest was involved. You're lucky. I was gonna say Everest was involved. You're lucky half the city isn't on fire right now.
The citizens, are you all right?
It's like, thank you, Captain. I think that was an attempted chaser's kidnapping, and you saved us.
Okay, Sad, turn the volume down this a little bit, please. Like by a quarter. It's a little loud.
My volume.
For some reason I can't seem to move it. Oh wait. Maybe it's up top. Yeah, there. I got it. I'll do it.
Are you talking about the music, or
There we go. We're good. Yeah. We've been on ever since the actions with Gelspar. We've had more patrols in the area. We're lucky we happened along. Looks like you might have been in a spot of trouble. So, good. Do you need assistance? Are you hurt?
Looks like you probably need some help. I'm a healer. I can heal those wounds if you'd like.
Well, that would be appreciated. Everest, make me that focus roll again, please.
Sure.
So while Laureate's tending to them, and we're just going to say that you are able to touch them up, and they're very grateful.
Yeah, it's slightly better now.
Yep. Okay. Well, you're healed, but that bite you took from the bloodhound is not closed up. It's still there. And it still kind of aches with a deep throb.
So I have this wound on my leg, and there's a slight problem with that. It's still bleeding, even though you were healing me. And I felt totally fine. And now it's constantly oozing. It looks rather pussy.
Let me have a look.
Maybe
It's just still bleeding for now. This is slow your roll there, buddy.
I'll do
All that
a
other stuff comes later.
just in case it's like some kind of infection. I'll do a restore that gets rid of any poison if there's a poison effect of any type. Just in case. It may not. It may.
What is show me what restore does?
Removes up to 2 stacks of one condition, like poison.
Yes, that does do the trick. That is correct. Now you guys, and thinking back to the fight with these guys on the bridge, you don't recall them having that effect on you from your wounds previously. So that's like, okay. So the order thanks you for your healing ability, for your effects. Says, why don't we escort you back to wherever you need to go, just to make sure. I wouldn't put it past the chasers to try again.
That would be delightful. Thank you.
Well,
and one thing,
it's our duty to the city.
When you report about this, would you be able to send it directly to Admiral Rhea?
Oh, you know the Admiral?
Yes, she's a good friend of mine.
Okay. And whom shall I say we encountered here in the street?
Oh, just say it's. Oh, you mean us, or the chasers?
Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
no, you.
just
The chasers are mere bodies.
You just put it under Laureate.
Okay. All right. And your companion?
Oh, my apologies. This is Everest.
For the report.
Of course.
Okay. Well, where can we take you?
We're heading to the Veneer residence.
Oh, in the merchant quarter, of course. Well, right this way. And yes, with 3 of the guard, and you are unmolested the rest of the way back to the house. All right, and they go. They say we'll police up the area later on. They do a cursory look of the smoldering corpse that you took down, Everest, and said there's not really much on here, but obviously, the skull paint is still visible, the face paint is still visible, like well, and you were able to, of course, verify they're definitely the chasers, etc., etc. Like playing the ambush, and they do ask. She does ask, what did they want with you? Kidnapping is not usually their forte unless there's a reason for it.
We've had a run-in with them in the past, and they, as you know, the chasers aren't very forgiving.
No, they tend to hold a grudge. That is true. Well, anyways, let's get you out of here and back somewhere a little bit more safe. So they escort you. After doing that, policing the area, they escort you back to the house. And the officer, who is a sergeant, says, I will make the report to Rhea directly.
Hey, before you leave, may I ask your name?
Sure. Kyle, K-Y-L-E, even though it's a woman. K-Y-L-E. Actually, it's Kyla. Let's do it that way. There we go. The Admiral may have more questions for you, but I'll leave that up to her.
Thank you. Once again.
Have a good evening, and perhaps maybe watch where you're out on the streets around dark for the next couple days, I would suggest. Or if you have the wherewithal to hire some bodyguards, that might be of help, because they haven't succeeded, and you've now taken out several of them. The chasers are, like you said, going to hold a grudge, and they'll probably come back in force next time.
Farewell.
Yes. Good evening to all of you, to both of you. And they head off. Okay.
So glad you
How are we going to explain this to the other two, Everest?
Well, that
Sorry
was
to
okay.
hear that, Coven guy, but at least you know now. So.
Well, that was a little bit fun. I'm finished. Let's go get something to eat.
Keep in mind, Laureate's still smoldering. She's still smoking from the fire.
I've got stab wounds and
stab wounds, singed clothes.
You're fine. It's totally okay.
Well, you feel better now, at least. Yes, you go in, and what are you both doing once you get inside the walls of the compound?
Well, the first thing I'd try and do is ask a servant if Lady Savoy is around.
She kind of looks you both up and down. Says, I believe the lady's still up. Laureate and Everest are back. Let me go see if she's available. Do you wish to go to your quarters and perhaps have a bath drawn up?
Not yet. I need to sit down for a second, just think on what just happened.
All right, why don't we take you to the dining hall?
Yes,
get you something to drink, food perhaps. You look like it's been a rough night.
Oh, my servants are so awesome.
So another runner, I assume, Malma and Savoy. Where are you at this time?
Probably in Mama's room, and we've talked about the ball, and I'm watching her destroy my off-season gowns to make them fit her in the way that she...
Modify. It's modify.
Oh, actually, her and a servant.
Then I'm very enthusiastic about it while I put some desserts in my mouth.
Yes.
And get some crumbs and cream on the beautiful fabric. Just the best.
Cider and mulled wine and mead and ale or whatever else you'd care to drink.
That's okay. They know how to clean things.
Yep.
I, on the other hand, I'm having a glass of wine watching this and
trying not to wince.
Well, it's I hadn't planned to wear those gowns ever again, so whatever.
There's a reason why she was given them, John.
Oh yeah. Look, eventually the gowns end up to charity, and but this is the same thing. So it's all
charity or turned into cushions or something.
Right. Okay.
Reupholstery for Everson's chairs.
Malma can see that your wine consumption is increasing as the evening wears on, but she's enjoying your generosity and your company.
Malma's going to turn Savoy into a lush before the end of the campaign.
So she's not going to be a lush. She has to keep her faculties about her with this crew.
Jagtress, any chance you could move to a different monitor or something? That's kind of hard with someone else yelling at player versus player in Destiny 2 right now, so I understand. I'm sorry you have to go through that. And still glad you're here watching, though. Yes, there's desserts and everything. There's a knock at the door, Savoy.
I let the servant open it and just kind of
my lady Laureate and Everest have returned from their errand. He kind of pauses if he's thinking about what to say. He's like, they look a little worse for wear.
Worse for wear?
Like they've gotten into some trouble out in the streets. I mean, I'm only guessing on what their appearance looks like. I cannot say if that was the case.
Where are they now?
We thought it prudent to move them to the dining hall. They asked for food, so they're being fed right now.
I glance at Malma.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna whip off the dress and make sure I'm decent and walk down.
Are you taking the cart on the way, or going to leave that there for later?
Oh, they're coming with me.
That's okay. I needed to be clear. So the servant wheels the cart after you. Yeah, there's still half a. There's several tartlets on there. There's half a cake. There's a good pie. So mince pie. It's delicious.
Yeah, you gotta eat them while they're fresh,
Well, exactly. It's popovers. Yeah, it's just exactly. All right. You go to the hall. Everest and Laureate, would you like to describe yourselves?
Okay, so I've got a pretty deep stab wound in my back. It's because it's healed up from my magic a bit.
Yeah.
There's still a huge blood stain on my back area. Probably as well.
Servants would have asked if you really wanted to remove that.
Yeah, I haven't done anything yet.
Before you sit down.
And I'd say a good portion of the clothing has been singed and burnt.
Yeah.
And how does Everest?
Sweaty, hair all wild, all this. Yeah. Everest?
Everest is a bit disheveled. His tunic is a little bit torn and everything. But as they're walking in, you see that bite on his leg is still slightly bleeding, which he notices, and he sits down, takes a gulp of fire wine that's been so, properly laid out for him by the servants, and then proceeds to cauterize his wound with his magic.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That happens.
Huh.
It
I take a
hurts.
swig of wine.
I mean, you've done it before, but it still hurts.
I take a swig of wine and, oh, situation normal. What happened now? And
I
then
had
sit
some
down.
fun.
Well,
I
we
sit
were
down.
attacked by the chase. What the hell is that, Malma? What are you wearing?
What?
What is?
Oh. Do you like it?
It's better than
Well,
the last
you're not
one.
wearing the dress. It hasn't been modified
No, but
yet,
she's
so
still wearing the weird outfit from last time. That's
Well,
probably
yes,
in-
that one. Okay, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, she switched from the one to the other.
Yeah,
Mm,
which I didn't get to see. So
yeah, good point. Good point.
You know, don't worry about your outfit. We're going to take care of you after this because Savoy is super generous and so is her sister, and we're in good company. But you're not looking so good yourself. You look like you could use a change of clothes. Anybody follow you here or anything we need to worry about right away?
Well, we were attacked by the chasers. They wanted to take us back to where Grinder was located, but with the help of some guards nearby, because they tried to do it right in the open on one of the main roads. We were able to stop them. They nearly got away.
They attacked you in the main road.
Yes, right out in the open. It's getting to that stage now.
Can I ask you something, Laureate?
Sure.
Was Grinder... This seems really personal for him. Was he ever your lover? Did you break it off badly?
No? What? Where did this
Well,
come
that was
from?
unexpected.
I've seen lovers' tips and they get messy. People get thrown off boats all the time. They just fall onto your boat if you're below them. It's not good. I mean, if it is that, we can settle it.
No, I've never known Grinder before this job.
Oh.
At the girl spot, when we had to save the
Were
girl
you
spot.
in a fire? Laureate? What happened?
Yes, I was on fire. Only a little bit though.
I might have helped with it a little bit.
You set Laureate on fire?
Not intentionally.
It's more like set the person that was trying to take me away on fire. And I got
Take you
burnt
away.
as part of the
Kidnap
process.
you.
Yes.
Is there anything about this thing that's going on with Grinder that you have not actually told us about yet?
No, I have said everything. However, we were able to get information from my contact about Hob. Hob will actually know where Grinder is.
We have been told that before, or just recently,
Oh.
by Kendrick, Matic Kendrick. That we are also warned that Hob is not the bumbling idiot that he pretends to be.
I wonder if Hob is actually a member of the Chasers.
That's actually
You
a
have a
very interesting question.
You have a suspicious mind. I like it.
Well, especially after my family being attempted ruinage of my family inn, that I'm going to use everything in my power to stop him from continuing with all this. It's gotten too far.
Did you talk to Colonel Reyes about Grinder?
Yes, I did. And she's going to give us a contact to liaise back and forth between her directly.
Yes, but is she going to do anything about him?
Well, I believe she has put out a, I don't know, I assume would be some kind of warrant for her arrest, or for his arrest.
Well, if anything, the guard is going to be on bad terms with the Chasers, considering they helped us win that fight.
Yes,
and then
pretty
shoot
much
like
any
several
guard
of
that
them
spots a
dead.
chaser is going to probably be attempted apprehension. The chasers are now officially wanted.
Oh, that could be good on our part. I did have an interesting conversation with Lady Makia, and she seems put out at the idea of the Chasers threatening the nobles as well. So perhaps our two-pronged attack idea is going to work, or they're going to try and kidnap you.
Well,
And more quickly if they feel their timeline is being accelerated here because pressures are starting to collapse on them. I've seen it before. It can get ugly.
Speaking of kidnapping, one thing you forgot to mention. Apparently, Ixis wants to have another little chat with me, which I'm not too fond to repeat at this current moment.
Did you change your looks, Everest? You look different.
I like it.
It didn't change looks so much as
I think
got
he got,
some new,
what my memory
abilities.
serves, I think he's got new tattoos.
just a few,
Seems you've extended it.
like
Must
all
be,
of them.
Is that must be how your people? I assume it's some kind of cultural thing.
Yes. Well, as we've discussed before, it's like this particular what happened when Ixis did the transfer of energy. It transferred to me some other knowledge of a previous master of mine, which caused me to alter some of my own body art, shall we say. And this gave me new, basically tapping into a new wellspring of abilities, mainly
okay.
fire related.
This is the first time you have mentioned that Ixis transferred energy with you.
No,
Of some kind.
I've mentioned that before. I've mentioned that there was some sort of energy transfer before.
Yeah,
But
he
I
did,
wasn't
he
sure
did say
what
that.
it
You didn't
was.
note about
Right.
the
Was I in the room at the time?
the
Out of
memory,
character?
this kind
I
of
might not have been in the
memory thing.
room.
No,
I'm
no.
not sure if everyone was there. I don't. It may have been Florian, maybe. I don't quite recall.
I'm pretty sure that was when when I was dragged back in and I was recuperating, I was having the discussion with everyone.
Yeah, you're right.
because-
This was a while ago, but that's true. No,
Okay.
because when you were returned and you would, everyone's aware of it. Yep.
Because I
Okay.
was beaten and bloodied, and then that's when everything came out that there was because she healed me, and I had said, look, there was some sort of transfer of energy, but I have no idea what it was at the time.
Exactly.
And then taking more time to become more accustomed to it, he's, evolved.
Okay,
Well,
got it.
Not personality-wise, anyway.
Then that was the player just completely not getting that bit.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But she's been drinking. She's still asking you questions. She's just like, I don't know how to deal with this. This is just...
More wine.
She's trying very hard to just sort of keep it together and not go, you know what? I'm going to bed.
Well, I hope you'll forgive me for destroying one of your garbs, as I'm currently wearing one of the ones that was made for me. For one of yours.
It can be replaced. That's one thing. I am glad you're well now. I am concerned about this escalation of attacking you two in the public main streets. I am hoping our plans of pushing on the chasers from two different directions will work. However, this is making me much more concerned for the Starlight Gala.
I may have to try and find Grinder before then, any means necessary. Because if Grinder does something during the gala, I have a feeling that we might get blamed for it.
I don't know if we would be blamed for it. We just might regret what happens.
A lot of important people in one place, and that's never good. That's always a good target.
And if I'm
But
there,
that means there's
based
a lot
on
of
the
bodyguards.
history, I mean, like, some of them still remember from back then, and it could easily be put on me, and probably be put on Kendrick as well.
Perhaps.
Well, I think our next step is to figure out what we're doing about Hob, and if we're going to avail ourselves of that particular piece of information to try and find Grinder.
Do you trust your contacts?
I do. There's also the matter of getting more information on Ixis. It would require going back to the academy.
That might be safer than directly going after Grinder.
Don't know how. Oh, well, I'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll probably be an experience you won't expect, I think. But
Oh, you think they're going to let us in?
I don't even know if they'll let us in. That's the thing. But Admiral Rhea assured me that the documents that will be supplied by our liaison will be of sufficient quality.
The quality's good. Quality will work. Yeah.
So tomorrow, what do you think we should do? Should we talk to Hob or go to the academy?
Let's split the party up again. That worked so well last time. Did I say that out loud?
Thanks, person in my head.
I think no matter what we decide, we should all stick together this time, especially since they're growing more bold. And I'm hearing voices.
And as you have mentioned that, Melma, a crew sticks together.
Mm-hmm.
So, does anybody have any strong opinions? Head to Hob or head to the university?
Well, I think the problem is both of them are collaborating together. The problem is that Axis is a bigger threat, technically, like in one individual. But Grinder
if we
has
find
many
Grinder, we
eyes.
find Ixis.
Well, then that means
Exactly.
we should talk to Hob.
But then we also need to be prepared for Ixis because we are woefully not prepared for that right now.
And how do you propose we get prepared for Ixis?
Well, this is where going to the academy. It's probably going to take a while, maybe even the entire day or two, just to sift through the information, try and find anything on Ixis and her abilities.
You're telling me the university knows about the magics from Everest's homeland?
Possibly.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's not a certainty.
But the academy does have one of the largest collections of magical ephemera, writing, accounts, etc. on the planet. It's hands down. Yeah, it is a repository of learning. Is it a long shot? Sure. Is it possible? Yep, absolutely.
The academy sounds kind of boring to me, I won't lie, but I mean, if you guys prefer going to look at books instead of kicking some ass, that's fine too. I'm
not certain we should be kicking Hobbs's butt or any of that.
Wrong Grinder, Kevin. Wrong Grinder.
If there's one thing I've learned from being, if there's one thing I've learned from being with all of you, it's that I can count on kicking some ass at some point, anytime we step out of any door. So,
well, if we
I'll follow wherever we go.
If we need it in the university, we will be grateful for you to be there. Though, from the looks of it, and I look at the two of them, they can handle themselves quite well, and we are good together. So,
paper cut.
Hey, tiny hurts hurt more than big hurts.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of enemy you're going to find in the stacks at the archives.
You never
academy.
know.
It'll all catch on fire. So flammable.
It becomes
bad.
Book of the Dead style. So you open a page and it's something.
Do not read Latin in front of the books.
But John, can't you just pull from the Forbidden Library? I mean, come on, man.
There are places, certain areas that are off limits to most. Anyways, Batu, Baratu, Anyways.
All right. Let's You know what? I think we should sleep on this, and tomorrow morning at breakfast, each of you will tell me which way we're going. And since there's 3 of you,
Yeah, and I would like
biggest
to
vote wins.
just read the papers that are going to be given to us over, just to make sure it's all sound.
All right.
Because I'm going to have to, I have a feeling I may have to try and talk our way in a bit. It's a matter of speaking.
Well, we'll have the papers by tomorrow, yes?
That's what we were told. And Maria would send us the papers.
Well, then it sounds like that we should just simply start with the university because that may be a limited time option. And I suspect talking with Hobbs and meeting up with Grinder might be a bit explosive in one way or another, which then may end up revoking the invitation. In the meantime,
As much as I like reading, I like that explosive idea so very much.
yes, well, in the meantime, we have a Starlight Gala to get ready for in 3 days. And the more information we have, the better. And I do want all of you to come with me.
Speaking on
To
that,
the gala?
I just so you know, I will be representing as a member of Maddox's group, his merchant group, for this gala.
If you wish. Everest, have you changed who you're going with?
Not as of such.
All right. Mama?
I'm sorry, I was so focused on these desserts and they're so good, but I'm good with whatever.
Alright.
You know, the last time I had my ship taken, it was so much easier to get. I just had to beat up a few people, make a quick getaway, and now I'm going to galas and having great desserts. This is much better. This is much better. Anytime I'm landlocked, I want to be landlocked with all of you.
Well,
And
I'm
that's high
sure-
compliment.
How is that dessert
Lady-
staying upright? What type of...
Yeah, the gâteau is about to topple. But by the way, they brought out like cold fish and cold roast beef and food for you guys as well. So you're kind of having this conversation while you're eating.
That reminds me, Lady Makia does want to speak with you again, Mama, about your ship.
She's not going to be very happy. I'm pretty sure I broke all of the agreements that we'd made.
Hmm.
Oh well.
Well, I'm sure you'll be able to talk your way out of it.
It is one of my strengths, I know.
It is.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much. Remember, we found that extra ship that is currently under paperwork, so to speak. That's
Yes,
going to be...
it is under paperwork for now, but do not be surprised if someone comes forth and suddenly claims it.
And it's not the cupcake. I mean, when you have a ship that you love, you want it back. It
Yeah.
steers perfectly. It sings with the wind. It cuts and glides just the right way. It fears no storms. The history that I have with that ship. I can't get that with something new. I want my ship back. I want my cupcake.
I look forward
So when
to sailing with you on it.
I'd love to have you on board.
All right. Is there anything else that I need to know tonight? And basically give everybody a very specific look.
I think she drains the glass and then puts it down like, is there anything else I need to know tonight?
I mean, I've already had to
Yes.
deal with Lady Makia. I had to deal with my sister. I've spent like 2 hours with Mama just going, oh, okay.
The best part.
You might need
Anyone?
my lesson in patience.
Bueller, now's the time.
Anybody?
I'm good.
I will say this: my contact wants me to meet with them every night till the gala.
So you have to
Uh,
head back out?
Yes.
Could I
I
ask
ca-
you to take Mama with you?
I would love to go for a walk. I've been kind of
Well,
cooped up all day.
Already met tonight, so that's not going to be till
No,
tomorrow.
in general.
Oh,
Each time
Oh,
you go,
Yeah.
Hmm.
please take Mama or Everest.
Sure.
Thank you. Well,
I promise I'll even stay out of your business, but I will keep you safe.
well then, I'm going
Maybe
to...
not put him on. Maybe not put her on fire this time. Maybe not that. I just say.
Yes,
Well, I
well,
can
would-
handle being on fire if it stops some hulking monster from grabbing me and taking me away.
does get a little bit hard on the clothing. I'll have two suits made for you.
I think I still got. I think you still have my original clothing. I can just wear that.
Oh, I'm sure that was already taken apart and used to as a pattern. They can put it
Really
back
liked that clothing. Well,
They can probably put it back together.
you don't mind
Let's
that
get
would
you
be.
another outfit of the same kind.
It's not like they can't make it identical.
I guess if we're going
No.
to the academy, I should probably be very much more presentable.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
well.
All right. Well, then I am going to bed. Please don't set anything else on fire if you can.
I'll try. It was only one giant hulking monster. She was just a bystander.
And a few dogs and 2 more of them. On top of that. But,
And no,
yeah.
thankfully, no houses. It was okay. Everybody gets so
He's
wet.
gonna
You
wave
start
at you
shooting
I was
with
off
actually
off
surprised
out.
how well you controlled it this time. Last few
Bye,
times.
Savoy.
She's just like, she's done tonight.
Grabs the bottle and totters off to her room.
With the bottle.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. Just outside.
It's not like nobles aren't functioning alcoholics at this point, or merchants anyway. So
You got this.
she got this. She could
like
have a
every
hangover.
lawyer I ever known.
What?
You said functioning alcoholics. I said that's like every lawyer I've ever known.
Or merchant, or all right, the 3 of you. With that, the lady of the house totters off to her room. The 3 of you, anything else you want to discuss, or plans to make, or just finishing the meal in the dessert cart and heading back to your rooms?
I'm just gonna ask Everest about his wound. Is your I saw you were burning your leg there. That's nice. Is your leg okay?
Well, I got bit. It was, it was still bleeding. Gloria had healed it all up nicely with a spell, but, still a little bit of blood. So had to, deal with it appropriately.
Yeah, those dogs that one of them bit him seems to have some kind of lasting effect, which is different from when we first encountered them.
All right. Well, as long as you're okay, that's fine.
Oh yeah, totally
You're-
fine.
Good. Good.
Oh yeah.
We need to be complete
do-
crew.
Oh yeah. I mean, it'll be like 3/4 of me, and I'll be totally okay. It's like just a little bit missing.
And
And you're sure you're not poisoned or anything? So you'll actually wake up in the
Nope.
morning? Good.
Well, I'll be a tad hungover, but
probably might want to drink as much
Fire
as
weather tents.
the contact is coming, our liaison from
uh,
Adoraya, and I think you'd probably want to be at least coherent.
all right, fair is fair. No fun.
Hey, as long as you look sober, doesn't mean you have to be sober. So, like, you fake it till you make it. That's entirely up to Everest.
I think what he would do is he'd wait for once. I think he'd just sit there and continue eating and just snacking about, and then eventually, once everyone else totters off for the night, you'd see him steal one of the very miniature casks of fire water and just start walking slowly to his room.
Which is perfectly acceptable. Especially if no one sees you. All right, anything else that you need to discuss, or is it pretty much time is going to pass?
I think we're good.
Okay.
I think so.
Jen, were you popping off to see anyone in the fam, or are you going back to your room and you're done for the night?
I've already had a conversation with my sister,
Correct.
and
Correct.
John isn't back
Yet.
yet. The servants know what's going on. I may throw a word or two about Laureate's outfits. No, as far as I know, she's just heading back to her room unless something else stops her, because she didn't actually get a lot of sleep the night before, if you remember.
That is true.
So she
True enough.
actually would like to sleep now.
Okay. Well, you will get the opportunity to do so. No, nothing stops you on the way. Everyone else is able to retire to their rooms comfortably, some with various and sundry items and things to imbibe, etc., etc. So the night will pass uneventfully, depending on how much people eat or drink. And the morning will come and, usual things. Dress, bathe, whatever you need to prepare. Assume you'll all eventually find your way to the dining hall where breakfast is being served. And does anyone have anything they need to do before going to breakfast?
No, I am
think so.
just waiting for the documents. I'd probably be up the earliest, just anxious about the documents as they arrive.
Are you waiting anywhere in particular for them?
I'd probably wait at the not outside, but at like the front entrance foyer area.
Like the inner courtyard, basically.
Yeah, inner courtyard. Yeah.
Okay. Well, unless you're actually going to accost the servants as they're coming in and out, no one's really going to pay much attention to you. So they're bustling out. Some things are being delivered, sent around to the back, to go to the kitchens, parcels are coming in, but unless you say something to someone, no one's really going to take notice of you being there. They just assume you're out there for the morning air.
No, I'm just gonna wait. Kind of anxiously, but
Okay.
Ooh, the academy. Okay.
Gird thy loins. The rest of you are up eventually. Anyone else doing anything in the morning before breakfast?
I think Everest would,
No.
after putting one on pretty heavily last night, I think you'd see him like try to sober himself up, and then basically dunking his head in like ice cold water, trying to
We can do that. Yep.
get that taken care of. Does Adriel have something akin to, say, like black coffee?
Sure. Yeah, that's available. There's a cure, so to speak, more or less. It's a.
So I think
You could get a strong tea. You could get something like akin to coffee. Sure, that exists.
So I think that would be something he would end up doing, just to try, like, have it brought to his room so he doesn't have to, show everyone that he's drinking heavily the night before.
Okay. Yeah, coffee's got a kind of smack you around the face kind of aspect to it. It's strong, bitter, and dark. So yeah.
Kind of like
all good.
Abris.
Exactly. So that and the ice dunking is kind of I see the scene from Princess Bride. That's enough. That's enough. You managed to get yourself into some semblance of order. Yeah. So you think you could pull through and pull together for the day. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'll let you know if a situation arises where it might be. But you feel like you have a pretty good handle on things. Yeah.
I definitely dress in a way that allows me to move and fight, because I'm now going to start assuming whenever we leave the manor house, there's going to be a fight.
Okay. So practical, half
nice.
Travel, half combat clothing, basically.
Yeah, but very, very nice.
Of course. You always dress nice.
Well, yes, I do, because it's the way.
Okay. Yep. Malma, after falling asleep surrounded by crumbs and pie tins and cake plates and God knows what else on your bed. Yeah.
Such good dreams.
And in her dreams, she went to Chocoland, and it's like something out of The Simpsons, Yeah, exactly. So, there you go.
Flying on cupcake, but it's like turns into a pancake, and you like start eating it.
Exactly.
And I can
and
eat
you
the
land
ship
in a
as
lake
we
of
go.
syrup. Exactly.
Oh.
Yes. And yep. With candied cherry trees, and yeah, it's just a whole big thing you have. Exactly.
I just want to stay there forever.
But you have to wake up eventually. Yeah.
I'm feeling good about the day.
Of course you are.
I'm feeling good about the day. I think this is going to be a nice like reconnecting of the crew. I think we're going to have some great successes. I'm going to put on my my typical armor and adventuring, pirating, whatever garb, and be ready for the day. I'm very excited, looking forward to it, feeling pumped.
All right, awesome. All right. Woohoo.
You'll be so bored in the stacks.
Couldn't possibly been all that sugar you had last night. No, not at all. So
My blood is sugar at this point.
yeah, it's a little sludgy. Exactly. It's almost
It'll leak.
crystallized.
Yeah, it'll leak less fast out of me. Great. It's advantage in
I
battle.
can see Marla's bucket list just being like every type of dessert possible. It's just still only got like half of them done out of the couple hundred.
I'm doing
that
good
there are.
though.
I think it's Mama Armstrong. If she was cut, she'd just ooze. She wouldn't bleed. Exactly. Anyways, yes, eventually you all wind up at breakfast, except for Laureate, who's still waiting outside. And your sister comes in. Actually, she's already there when you come in. And she's like, once the three of you are there, she turns to you, Savoy, and says, your friend is in the outer courtyard. I have the mail for today. If there's something there she's looking for, it's probably in here. She flips through the stacks of various things, like, yes, here it is. Do you want to bring her in or give this to her or what have you?
I take it, and then I send a servant to go get Laureate.
Okay. Laureate, you're sitting out there. Actually, it's a sunny day, so you're kind of enjoying the sun is out. It's only like little wisps of clouds, so it feels kind of nice after all the darkness you've been kind of through in the past few days. And the servant stops and clears.
I'm still
their
like
throat.
twitching it. You know, like some people have that little twitch that they constantly shake a
Yep.
little bit. I'm doing one of
Yeah.
those.
Mhm.
You look great.
Oh, they haven't arrived yet.
Oh, the servant will let you know.
Did you give it to her to give to her? Is that correct?
No,
No,
I would
okay,
like
okay.
Laureate to come in here.
Okay.
Unless
My lady has requested that you join them in the dining hall. Apparently, there is a message or missive for you or something.
Oh,
You've got mail.
You
Sorry.
got mail.
thank you. Thank you. I'll head there now.
Right this way. You heading in?
Yep.
Okay. True to form, the rest are all there. Sister's at the head of the table. Everest and Savoy and Mama are awaiting breakfast. And there's a chair for you as well, etc., etc. So,
the whatever the missive is, I put it in front of her plate or on her plate so that when she sits down, she sees it.
yep. It is a thickly folded piece of paper into fourths, and it has to Laureate from Admiral Rhea, Military Order of Adriel. Just out. That's all it says on the outside.
All right, let's go. I get like a letter opener and pop it open.
Yeah, it's got the seal and everything. Right,
Yeah,
right.
Because it's probably really fancy, so I want to keep it as pristine as
And,
possible.
you know, it's not. I mean, the paper's very nice. It's more utilitarian. You know, you can tell you being who you are. You know, the paper is very durable. Like this probably
Yeah.
was just burning for a
I
while.
still want
It's
to
meant
be really careful with it.
Okay,
Because
sure.
if I'm going to the academy, I want to make sure everything is
Okay.
least
So do you like
tampered with as
you grab your
possible.
butter knife, or you actually call for like an actual letter opener?
Yeah, I asked for a letter opener,
Okay. One is brought to you.
and I cut it open, start reading.
Basically, it simply says, to whom this may concern at the Academy, please extend Laureate and her companions every possible access to your archives. Signed, Admiral Rhea, Military Order of Adriel. That's pretty much it. Very straight to the
It's
point.
got a military seal on it and all that.
Mhm. Yep, it's all... It couldn't get much more official if they tried, let's put it that way. The fact that the Admiral has signed it herself kind of gives you, within reason, carte blanche. You know, there'd have to be a really, 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 really good reason why the Academy would buck the military order asking for this.
Yeah. And so
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
yeah. So you see Laureate, you watch Laureate, just doesn't even respond to anyone, just reads it over constantly to make sure it's all good. It goes for about unless you say anything for about, I'd say a good like 15, 20 minutes. So it's a fairly long time. It's also it's almost obsessive.
Yeah, she's like staring at the thing like it's, I don't know, the Holy Grail or whatever such a thing of Adriel was. And the silence, unless you guys are saying something or talking, the silence just kind of stretches on because she just keeps looking at it, looking at it, looking at it. So.
So if none of you say anything, I fold it back up again and make sure that the folds are like perfect, just about. Very articulate, very detailed at like checking it, and then a big sigh. All right, this should be good enough. We're gonna head to the academy.
Is there a time that we need to go?
It doesn't state a specific time, and I don't believe
it does have the other thing. It does have today's date on it. But you're not sure if that makes a difference or not.
I would, if I had to guess, probably have to use it within the next few days.
Well, then I just
so if you want to do anything else beforehand,
you said that this was probably the most important thing we can do. See if we can find information to fight Ixis.
Yes, this would be probably the best source of information you'll ever have, or to try and find anything about her abilities.
Well, then we should finish breakfast and then go to the university.
Oh yeah, breakfast.
I pointedly looked at her plate.
Yeah, I should probably.
You never know when you will eat again. Especially since we may be spending a very long time in a library that doesn't allow food or drink. And I look at Everest.
What?
Well played. Well played.
It seems your our liaison didn't arrive. It was just this. This person that you met, like, this was his name? I think you called him Oren.
Are you addressing Everest?
Yeah, Everest. Yeah.
Well, I only knew him as Grix.
Oh, Grix.
But Admiral said his name was Oren.
What's his like demeanor? Was he quite a serious person? Was he very open? Is this normal for him, you think?
Oh, you would know. You played him.
I would say that this person was fairly. I mean, keep in mind we were in the middle of trying to get out of a rather serious situation. If anything, I was being rather lighthearted about the situation, and he was being far more tactical, serious, and trying to, actually preserve my life, where I was being a bit cavalier about the whole situation. Shocking, I know.
If someone's that serious, they usually would meet in person.
One would imagine.
Deliver this, but maybe we'll meet them another time. So what do you think?
Possible.
Do you think this person is... this Grix foreign person is are the chasers? How do you want us to handle it?
I don't think he was part of the chasers. He was under attack by them just as much as we are. If he's being a double agent, he's definitely not. Well, he's a very good one if he is being a double agent, put it that way, because he's managed to infiltrate the Order and convince Admiral Reyes to, put him at her side, which is, impressive to say the least if he's playing both sides. However, that's not my opinion of the man.
What's your opinion of him?
Well, I think he's a serious sort who takes pride in his job, which is, well, I suppose a spy, really.
Well, it'll be interesting
So I
to meet him.
really don't. It will be, but I mean, the other thing is, we don't. Since he wasn't there. That do you suppose that letter actually came from Admiral Reyes? We've not seen anything signed by her, have we?
No, but all the seal on it is legit. It's a correct one for the
The
military
seal's
order.
proper.
Yes,
Okay.
unless it's changed in a few years since I've seen one. But
It's the
I've
exact
never seen
same.
one,
It's the same
so-
seal you saw when you went through your interrogation,
Yeah.
etc., 10 years ago. The seal of
Yeah.
the military order does not change.
yeah,
You are
unless
sure
there's
this is
been
an
some
authentic
major
document.
change
Yep.
with all that, it all seems quite legitimate to me. Well, this document.
Then I would say right now there's nothing to worry about other than our contact has decided not to show up when they're supposed to. Maybe they prefer to be fashionably late.
Anyway, we'll see if he meets us on the way to the academy, or at some other time in the future.
We never did
Well, I
establish
would hope
a
so.
regular time to meet.
No, I don't think that was. Yeah, I don't think there was any point to that. I think Rhea wants to kind of keep us as far away from the military order as possible. Keep us as like an independent group, similar to how we did the Silver Glade. The I forgot the name of it.
Gelspar?
The Gelspar
Hearth Crystal
with
mission.
Maddox.
Yes.
Yeah, with Hearth Crystal.
Mhm.
And I think it's probably safer for us as well as her. And I'll let you know that I trust Rhea, based on my previous encounters with her. She's a very upstanding citizen of Adriel and believes in Adriel itself.
Well, then I don't think we have much to worry about other than being way late on our way to the university.
While they were talking, I've been putting away food since Savoy said.
Yes, Mama's been amazingly quiet. I can only assume she's eating. Yes.
Yes,
Like half the
and
food.
Enough
She's
of the
hiding
food.
some.
From the
in her
start and the
outfit.
end of that
Later,
conversation. From the
There's
start and the end of that
Elevenses.
conversation.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, when the point I imagine her doing that from is when Savoy went and said, "We don't know when we'll eat again." I just picture her just going,
Exactly.
"Oh,
Takes a
That's-
knapsack out of her
And going-
napkin, there's a bundle there to put over her
Yeah,
shoulder.
Mama
exactly.
said nothing else since then. She's
Yeah.
got her focus elsewhere.
I say, like, at the start of the breakfast, it's like a huge spread, and by the end of that conversation, like, half of it's just disappeared. Even though no
plates,
one's really
crumbs, that's
eaten
right.
much.
That's right.
we're all like, where did it go?" And then Mama's dress is like, "What? It's totally fine. Nothing to see here. Move along."
I'm good. Man, you guys have got this. I trust you.
More to the point, I think with the four of us together, I think they'll be less likely to attack us out in the open, maybe. But we'll see.
Let's be careful on our way.
I
just
don't
in
know. With
case.
your new thing of setting people on fire with your very presence might deter them a little bit. That and the
Oh.
fact that
Just that noise Everest made, that is exactly the right answer. Yes, that was great. That was great.
All right. Well then, I find out if Shannon has any use for the carriage today, and we'll take the carriage if we can.
She's leaving to head over to the factory for the tables and chairs. She can drop you off if you wish. It's kind of on the way.
I'm not
I-
certain I really want her to be with us.
Sorry, was
No.
Well, no, she'd drop you off first, then she'd go to the factory.
There is one
Yeah.
thing I'm worried about. You said that.
And she said, "Don't
Lady-
worry, I would have a quartet of guards with me, so you're
Didn't-
probably safer with me than by yourselves."
All right.
Didn't Lady Makia request to speak to Malma? Shouldn't we do that quickly first before heading to the
No,
academy?
at some point she said that she would
Some
like to
point.
speak with Lady
Okay.
with Mama. It was not a come see me now.
Okay.
Actually,
I
John.
assume someone of
correct
her
me if I'm wrong.
status would want to.
Your memory
speak
seems good to me.
immediately.
It
Yeah.
didn't. It didn't seem like. I think she might have said at her convenience.
Yeah,
but
I
it was
think
about it was about her ship, so it depends on how long Mama can go without Cupcake. You know, I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, if you want to go and talk to Lady
Well-
Mama about the ship first, but I think we really ought to go to the university.
I just wanted to
Right.
put that
Make
out
it there
there
in
in
one
case
piece.
Malma wanted to, since this
Hmm?
is my problem to deal with. We haven't really helped Malma with her problem. Figured it'd be fair if she wants to go speak to Lady Makia now or later.
My main problem with Lady Makia is I think the only way I'm getting Cupcake back is if I give her some kind of dirt on your family, Savoy. I like your family, so we'll see.
I glance over at at my sister when Mama says that.
Who gives you kind of a concerned look? Yeah, I'm not going to lie. So, and she even leans over and says, "Don't you have this covered?"
You know that Lady Makia likes to cover her bases. We are a good family, a good reputation, with little or no skeletons in our closet. Not any that I know about. So it may just be covering all bases.
Hmm,
You know that.
I do know.
So
However, having just opened an account with the Makia family, I would prefer that nothing happened to damage that relationship.
right. Well, then Mama's just going to have to tell her that she hasn't found any dirt on us other than we are actually upstanding citizens. Which could be, in some people's eyes, dangerous because we actually stand behind our word.
Or it could be valuable.
Correct.
Hopefully, Lady Makia will see it as the latter.
Hopefully. And then I take I look at Mama.
Oh?
I know what it's like to lose your business because you're misunderstood regardless of you trying to do the right and good thing. So I will not let that happen to you if I can stop it.
And we appreciate that.
There were just a few stolen things. I mean, it was hardly anything at all. And the paperwork was very
They
confusing.
were just lying out in the open where anyone could have taken them. I was doing them a favor. I was helping.
I'm just like, Mama, no. Just
Oh, sorry, I'm upset because there might not be a lot of food today, but it's okay.
I think you have covered that part of this.
This huge
Bulging.
sack napkin, and they're like, what? What are you talking about? I came in with this. This has always been here.
I'm gonna start stress eating the stuff I shoved down my shirt.
Not going to last till the academy. This rate. Can I get one of those trays to
So-
go?
To the academy.
Yes.
To the academy.
With
All
my
right.
sister and her quartet of guards.
Yeah, that sounds
Yes,
fun.
she gets the stretch carriage, and there is such a thing, which is more heavily fortified, by the way, for these kinds of missions. So everyone can fit comfortably. The driver has a guard. There are two guards, and then there's we've never said whether we have any kind of like draft animals. I'm just going to assume we do, but they're rare because they're super expensive because space and everything else. So a pair of guards are, well, actually, they'll probably just take it with walking, but someone's got to pull the damn thing. So they're going to assume it's mounted, which kind of is a big deal. Let's put it that way. So the fact your sister's breaking them out for this kind of thing means she's taking this potential threat very seriously.
Well, yes, and she should. Absolutely, because this is not good.
Right? I mean, to be fair, you guys are in one of the more fortified areas of the city, and you're heading to an even more fortified area. So if the Chasers were to attack, it'd be a huge deal. It is unlikely that will happen. However, prudence, of course, being a good thing, etc. Yes.
Elverus and Laureate got waylaid in daylight on the
but
street.
they were on the verge, like I said, they were on the border of Gelspar and Adrian.
Oh, okay,
so,
point. Still,
yeah.
you have to remember, she is...
But it's true. It was in the middle of when people were around and witnesses and all that stuff. That is correct.
I mean, she acts like she knows the world, but honestly, Savoy is still pretty privileged and...
Yeah, but she's also practical, just like her sister. So you guys are gonna, not gonna muck around. Exactly.
Quick learner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the important question, John. The important question, John. Does the stretch carriage have a table so that Mama can continue eating in the stretch carriage?
I don't need a table, my friend.
Yes, she's covered. There actually is a folding table in there. It's one of the insets that the veneer company makes for carriages because they outfit them for base models. So yeah, there is one that will actually fold out from the side. You could put a whole bench down the middle if you wanted to. So Mama could be covered if she wished to be.
There you go.
Thank you.
Inquiring minds and all that.
Just, I have concerns.
Well, you don't want to step on your parcel of food because then it gets all smushed together, and who wants that? Exactly.
Oh, it's true.
So it's still edible, so,
Well, but not as good. All right,
New color, new taste.
You're off.
We're off again.
Okay, yes. Let's see, this is... By the time you all get this hammered out, it's like, I want to say like early mid-morning, like 9:30ish, 10.
Yeah.
So crowds are pretty hectic where you are, the merchant quarter, people coming to and fro, business being handled. So it takes a while. It takes almost an hour just to get to the academy. Simply because the crush is so much, and of course you're even the large carriage does not get a lot of leeway when people are moving to and fro. So nothing happens. The guards are alert. There's not even a hint of any kind of untowardness. Following you. If you guys want to do any checks to see, go ahead. Completely up to you.
I want to keep an eye on the surroundings.
Lots of people. Lots of people. Very crowded.
If there's some, I'll watch the street too because, what else am I gonna do?
All right, whoever's watching the street can give me a focus check if they wish.
Focus.
Sure.
Am I any good?
Sorry, Laureate is just so deep in thought right now.
Yeah,
I am.
Not so much.
You can easily tell that she's very nervous.
Everest hit it.
All right. Oh, Mama.
No.
Wow.
Everest hit it.
Everest
Everest hit it too.
I guess I'm actually partially concerned about Laureate because she is totally not.
She's seemingly focused on what's going on right now.
Yeah, she's
yeah.
thinking very inwardly, and I'm
right. And so, you find it hard to concentrate when you're more concerned about what she's doing.
Yeah.
Everest, it's crowds. It looks, very busy. You made the check, but you don't really pick up anything. Malma, you see some slight street crime going on, a little bit of pickpocketing, but not really bothering you guys. One time you thought you saw a guy who might have looked like Talon, but he was there and gone in the crowd before you could get a good look at him. Otherwise, nothing really going on.
All right.
Yeah. You're pretty sure with your check that there is really, for once, no one actually is following us or doing something untoward. It looks like everything is fine. So
nice.
That check, if someone would have been there, yeah, exactly. A tart to celebrate. Exactly. You're reasonably, you've been doing this long enough. Your captain's sense is not tingling. You're pretty sure that you're clean. This area, by the way, is heavily patrolled. It is heavily guarded. So the chasers would have to be kind of nuts to try something here, or maybe suicidal, to be quite honest. So yeah, you're pretty comfortable that we're as safe here as we will be anywhere, and mainly because there's tons of order guards around like every corner.
Good.
Good.
I am happy to hear that.
Somehow I wonder if suicidal is honestly beyond them. I don't know.
Well, I know, but I would like
Indeed.
to travel the city without thinking we're going to get jumped every single time. But
Agreed.
I don't know if that's ever going to happen again.
Well, this is one trip you've made that you're not going to be, so there you go. So,
Yes.
all right. You eventually arrive at the academy. It is an imposing structure made all of white basalt that rises several stories into the air. It is a sprawling building with two wings off of each side and a main. Hold on a second. It's got a main building and two wings off each side that house various scientific departments, etc., etc. There is a group of people in various robes, at least 7 of them, already out in front, and they look to be clocking your arrival as you show up. Laurie, you recognize them all. It is the High Council of the Academy. They're all outside, and the man in the middle you absolutely know. He is in red robes, where the rest of them are in all purple. And they're all waiting seemingly patiently for the carriage to pull to a stop.
Dear Lord.
Which it does, of course, because your sister's like, I'm just kind of impatient for you to be on their way, because she obviously wants to really get to that factory. It's like, you good here? Kind of like, not tapping her toe, but if she could, she would be.
Yeah.
kind of like, can I move along, I gotta go, got shit to do. But she's being polite about it, of course.
As we're getting out, I whisper.
And she even comments like, I see they sent out the welcoming committee for you.
Yes. Laureate,
Laureate, when you see that, do you evince any external reaction?
I kind of just get out of the carriage and just stare at them for like for way too long.
Okay. Are you like a little pale, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Laureate looks a little,
especially
uneasy.
with them here, like the actual heads.
Yeah. Well, and you know that you haven't told them yet that the man in the middle is the High Adept Pelez.
Yep.
I have no
He
idea.
doesn't come out for anything unless there's a damn good reason for it.
Yeah.
He is the leader of the academy. Yep. So you guys just see a bunch of what look like academics in robes. A bunch of spindly scholars. Yeah.
Laureate on the shoulder and say, "You're leading this."
Oh, yes.
Introduce us.
There, by the way, you pull up and you have to like cross a bit of land, a bit of ground before you get there. Speaking, you're not going to call over there.
That's good.
Walking
that's
over.
why
I pull out the document and just walk with it over.
Okay.
And
so you approach, and before you can say anything, the High Adept looks at you, and if his look could like glare, you'd be a wet spot on the ground. Former 4th class Adept Laureate, your arrival was told to me. You have some nerve showing your face at this institution again. And that's where we're going to cut it for the evening, folks.
Wow.
I'm so screwed.
Damn, I wanted to have a quippy one-liner.
No. There's no way I was gonna let you do anything like that. No.
Tackle him.
Nope, that's where we're cutting it for tonight, folks. It's great to have the entire crew back. I am so happy. This was wonderful. A little bit of a dash and bash, and then a lot of eating, and then going to.
I feel bad because you guys didn't get to do the combat at the start. It was just us.
Oh, you totally missed the private stuff that me and Mama were talking about in the background.
Okay.
You'll have to.
You'll
have to fill me in later, so I'm aware what was.
It was mostly about what we'd do if we had to, go rescue these two.
Oh, okay. All right.
You look very good doing it.
Plans already.
We would.
Yep.
Squad.
That was delightful, folks. Good time all around. Very good stuff, and a little bit of a cliffhanger. We'll see how that goes next time. We are on for the 4th Monday of January, so we're going to try to really stick to the second and 4th Monday. So hopefully people will start showing up on a regular basis in terms of the chat. Thank you guys all for hanging with us. We hope you enjoyed what you saw here. This is Emberwind, the city of Adriel, as these folks have gone way past the initial adventure, and I'm waiting for a second one to start you on. But in the meantime, they've gotten in plenty of trouble in Adriel right now, and they have plenty of things to untangle themselves with. But this was great. I really enjoyed it. So I'll start at the other end. Marie, so welcome back. So glad to have you again. Yes, while Mama was kind of a little bit sidelined, but she obviously kept herself entertained and well-fed and well-dressed. So what did you think about tonight? And let the folks know where you're going to be and where they can find you and all that good stuff.
Of course, it was stressful tonight because there was this big battle going on, and my friends held their own. You guys were doing great. But still, I wanted to go in there with my mace and whack people on the head. But I was busy having trying on dresses. So to each their own, right?
There will be plenty of chances for head whacking later on. I am sure you will find. Yeah, no doubt.
Yes.
So, good. Well, it's great to have you back. I'm so happy you're able to join us, and looking forward to more adventures of Malma and crew as we move on. So I'll tell the folks where you can find you. And good. We missed you too. So.
You can find me online on Facebook, on Twitter. My name is Marie Bilodeau is my everything, and I'm also on Instagram as Glitterbomb Bilodeau, but I'm terrible at posting there. But I'm learning. And if you're at Confusion in Detroit next weekend, I will be there as well. So mostly on the Saturday all day. I have one panel at 11 to discuss villains. So come on out if you're there. I'd love to say hi.
Good time, and I'll put in the plug, of course, that both Jen and Marie will be at Origins this year in Columbus June 17th through the 21st. So mark that on your calendars now. It should be a great time. Thanks so much, Marie.
I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Yes, we're looking forward to having you as well. Pleasure having you back too. So, Brahms, you got out of another scrape again with a little bit of help from the guard, but you held your own. Yeah, got to do some new Bernie Birdie things. I sense this is where your Ardent's going to be going from now on. So,
yep, I got a strong feeling of how he's going to be fleshed out in the very near future, assuming we get to tier 3 at some point.
You guys are actually closer than you think. So,
yay!
Yeah, depending on what happens in the next maybe a few sessions, we will see.
Ooh.
We will see. Yeah. Yeah, Everest just wants to see the world burn.
Plans.
Okay.
Essentially, that's what will be happening. But you can find me on Leppy83 on Twitter is generally where I will be found. You can find me here doing this thing that I do every second and fourth Monday of the month. And then occasionally you might see me on some one-shots, just depends if I have time. But right now, not so much. So it's pretty much
any update on Lex? Any update on Lex Arcanus?
Not yet. I haven't been able. Johnny's been a busy boy, so he's
Very
been
busy.
super So I mean, yeah, compared to what he was doing even last year, he's just been totally off the grid, just working. So
Gotcha.
it's up in the air for now.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully you guys will be able to launch that at some point. It would be great to see. So always a good time. And great to have you as well. I know it's been a little spotty given the situation, but hopefully that's kind of settled down and we can get back to regular playtime because I really enjoy this. I hope the chat does, and I hope you guys too. So it's that would be terrific. It's always a little bit of I just hate running short. I just like to have everyone here because this was terrific. So, all right. Great to have you back too. So, on to Saad. Good sir. Thank you so much again for the IT help or assistance or running the whole damn thing, so I don't have to. It's good better.
Because Roll20 died a bunch of times.
Yeah, you handled it just fine.
I think everything's
all
sorted
good.
Out. But
what do you think about tonight and what happened?
Oh, it's great to get back into Emberwind, though. I do miss Emberwind.
You guys also should check out the Honey Heist game we played at the last one in December.
Yes,
that was
being turned into being possessed by the ghost of Abraham Lincoln to protect a rare ancient honeycomb.
Yes.
That was great. You weren't even a bear. Shh! Don't. Clearly a bear.
At a convention, at a honey / cosplay convention.
Yes.
So they were able to just walk in because they were bears. It was perfect.
Yes.
It was great. It was a good time. But I'm so happy to be back playing Emberwind and glad to have you back. So Laureate ambushed in the street again.
Next session's gonna be very nearly killed again, nearly captured again, but
it's the chasers are not letting go. So
at least they also wanted to get
so.
Everest. So I mean, that's
I'm gonna drag him in with this. This is great. This is great. Come here, come on.
Fine. But
they wanted you both. They absolutely there's no trading one for the other. Exactly.
Yeah, it was great to get back in. I can't wait to get into the academy's ins and outs, and then people are going to realize
we'll play 4 hours of searching through the stacks. That's going to be great.
And I have to talk with you after about all that as well, if that's cool. because we've got to
All right,
get
sure,
that, get on
we can
page
chat
with
for a
that.
few minutes. All right.
But yeah, so Sod__ on Twitch. I stream various video games, currently going through Final Fantasy 13 2 and various other games occasionally in between that. And also doing IAB on this channel, Emberwind, of course. And hopefully we'll get Hearts of Wooling going sometime next, probably in a couple of months' time though. But I want to get back into that. That was great fun. And is there anything else? No, I think that's it. Yeah. It was just
awesome.
blast to get back into this.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. Very much so. And it was awesome to see you guys working together to hopefully stay alive, and it worked out very well. So, last but certainly not least, Jennifer Brozek, Jen, as the other half, who was got to sit back in relative comfort in your house and relax. And how did you think that session went? And then let the folks know who you are and where they can find you and all that fun stuff.
I actually enjoyed the session quite a bit because the previous session of Emberwind was really focused on my character, and it was just like, I would really like to not be in the focus right now because it's really tough. I mean, I'm not getting ambushed in the street; I'm getting ambushed in the courtyards or the courts.
Yep.
But
you're at a different level of ambush. Yes, that's correct.
Yes, I enjoyed that a lot. I am already offended on Laureate's behalf right now, and I haven't decided. I mean, part of me is like saying no. I'm not gonna let Everest make noise, but on the other half, I'm like, he can set them on fire because Laureate is trying to save this stupid city, and these people used her as a scapegoat.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. It's the Academy.
I know they don't, and I haven't quite figured out. I'm gonna have to talk to John to figure out what I would know socially about them and me and where our relative ranks are, and I probably shouldn't yell at them, but I really want to already. So I may let Everest go, and then to be like, you have to forgive him. He's a foreign man in a foreign country, and you've just attacked one of his allies. But we'll see. We'll see what's happening. I'm Jennifer Brozek. I'm an editor and an author. I recently had a story come out in the latest Valdemar anthology called Seasons, edited by John. I'm currently doing final edits on a new Shadowrun novella called A Kiss to Die For. And I'm waiting
cover art by the great Peter Tikos. So that should be awesome.
Peter Tikos, who's done Makeda Red and did
Elder Gods Fighting the Elder Gods anthology.
A Secret Guide to Fighting Elder Gods.
That's it. Yep. Oh, and great stuff.
I'm getting back the edits on my second BattleTech novel, or actually technically third, but it's second in the series, Ghost Hour. So those will both be coming out very soon. And by very soon, I mean like in the next 6 months, very soon, which is soon in the publishing industry. So,
indeed. That is true.
Yes.
All that is true.
For real. Thank you, Jagtress.
Jagtress, yeah.
Jagtress.
Yes, I do BattleTech, Shadowrun, Valdemar. I've written for V-Wars, Predator, etc., etc. So I think my Twitter handle is with the Ember Crew.
Yeah, Ember Crew. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, it is. It's there. I'm mostly Jennifer Brozek everywhere. So, and if you go to jenniferbrozek.com, you can link to all the other things that I do. And I appreciate you guys here tonight because that was quite the turning with this group. I really hope we don't go to war with the university, but
yeah, well, we'll have to see. Luckily, in 2 weeks, we'll find out.
Yep.
By the way, Jag, I'm not sure if you were aware. I work with Catalyst Game Lab, so I work on both the BattleTech and Shadowrun fiction. I'm the executive editor for the fiction lines. So.
Yep.
We have a ton of new stuff coming out this year. There's a novel by Jen and other people, and we're bringing back the backlist in case you're a fan of the other older books. Nigel Findley and those folks, we're bringing those back. They're available in and both also available in paper soon. I just had to give a shameless plug for my company.
There's stuff like Makeda Red and Sprawl Stories, and then what was the one that
Marie, you're being instructed apparently. So
I am.
Yeah.
Oh. No one invites me to CampCon.
Exactly. I would like to. we'll have to discuss it at some point. Exactly.
Yes, because you are all awesome.
Yes, but yeah, lots of good stuff. We are really. I hope. By the way, I'm not sure if you went the tabletop miniatures game or one of the computer game, but either way, I hope you enjoyed them. Either one. I hope it was a lot of fun to play. So, anyways, I should let these fine folks go. Again, in 2 weeks, we will be back for the second January session. Trouble at the Academy, I think is what we're going to call that one, or something. I'll come up with something good. You're overdue. You're checked out. Something I'll have to come up with a library pun. It'll be great. So, hope you guys will all join us. Thank you so much for showing up, everyone. Thanks for playing. On behalf of Arv's channel, this is John Helfers saying good night, everybody.
Yep, and don't forget tomorrow, Adventures of Middle Earth, 10 a.m. on this channel with Trendane, Greg, and the other crew.
Yep.
I forget the
And what is it? What are we doing? The 25th is IAB. Is that correct?
Oh god, I'm not gonna get this.
Sounds.
I think so.
I think that's the right date.
25th. Yep, and then the 27th for Emberwind.
For Emberwind, yes. So it's a whole week in the game.
So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching.
All right, thanks again. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in 2.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.